Oh, I look like shit, per usual.
What the hell?
Little late
Somebody's
night
walked through the
farming with
front door.
Dave, man. I took a kind of a extended nap today, and we just decided to hop on and fiddle fuck around. Nothing amazing, but you know what? It never is. All right. Yeah, Bobby helped us out last night, night before, whatever.
Yeah.
He's alright. Bobby knows. What's up, Craig? Big Craig Durbin in the house. I tell you what, though, I would like to play Expeditions with Craig Durbin next time we play. We could definitely use a third. I don't think that's a bad idea at all.
All right. I just opened the stream, so I missed whatever you said.
Oh, I said, I wouldn't mind having a third on Mud Runners, trying it at least. You know, if Craig ever wanted to play with us.
Yeah. Well, it's not his kind of game. He likes games that are 20 years old.
Doyle, I gotta figure Doyle out, man. I marked the sticky ickies out of stock because I've had nothing but problems out of them. And then somebody messaged me the other day and they said, hey, if I buy the sticky ickies, or if I buy this bundle, the sticky icky says out of stock. Am I still gonna get this sticky icky in this bundle? So I was like,
Mm.
fuck. So I marked them back in stock. I'm trying to sort Doyle out. My guy is I'm having problems, Doyle, man. And what I gotta do is I just have to grab something and send it to you that's not a sticky icky. You're gonna get a sticky icky. It's gonna be a dud again. Even when I went down to Florida, Kyle had bought two off the website and they didn't fucking work. They're just a fucking nightmare, man. They're a piece of shit product, and I want to get away from them.
That sucks. Nothing like having a product you can't deliver, right?
No,
It
Doyle, it's
just
not
won't
fine.
show up.
Doyle, if you pick out, okay, let's say, can I do this? The 7.5 gram lost THC. I think it's like $65, $64.99. It's $100 rig all day. Can I give you like a coupon, a one-time coupon that will get that for like $40, and you can order it and ship to you? And I promise you, dude, it's 7.5 fucking grams. You know, it's worse because I told my guy, I said, look, Doyle, you know, he watches my streams, and dude, I'm having problems, and I don't want to go too deep into it because then I'm talking shit about my own people. But I gotta get Doyle sorted out.
Yeah. What's up, Hef? Doyle, I can show up at your doorstep, give you a hand job if you want,
Oh,
for free. No charge.
damn, we got 9 peeps watching.
Yeah. We normally have like, I think the most we have is like 20, right?
20, I think
Something like
25
that.
here and there.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of late tonight, so we probably won't get that many, but fucking 9, 10 is good.
He says you should ask this.
I don't see Bobby in here. That mother.
Yeah, where's Bobby?
Mm, damn Bobby.
Bobby Cotton Balls.
Probably went to bed. Bobby Cotton. Bob Cotton. What
Yeah.
was that fucking movie? Oh, fucking Dodgeball. Remember that guy's name was
Oh
Bob
yeah,
Cotton,
Cotton.
wasn't it? Yeah.
That's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Cotton.
Cotton Bobby.
Cotton Bobby. He should change his name to Cotton Bobby, I swear. He fucking classic.
He was waiting for me in the voice chat.
We're not getting in the voice chat. We already lived that nightmare yesterday. Craig.
The only thing I do pretty good with the voice chat. The only thing is, when somebody's not playing the game, it gets off track.
Mm-hmm. A little chaotic.
Yeah, a little chaotic. Because I got to talk
Especially
about
when
the
people
game.
are. Yeah, especially when people are doing the soundboard and shit, right?
No, I did. I told Craig, I
Fucking
said, Craig, you went about overstimulation. I was like, bro, that's overstimulating. But that's cool, though. Now, in a stream, if we're streaming, yeah, soundboard's fucking dope. That, like, adds to it. But when we're not streaming, I don't want to hear none of that shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, we'll stream we can stream Expeditions tomorrow. I got it all set up and ready, so we should be good.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have a third on there, especially when we're getting into stuff. If we're not going to do just the expedition, we're going to get into the side quest on there, like taking the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
We're all three on the separate parts of the map. It's going to make it a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was saying ask Derek, and if Derek doesn't want to roll, Craig can roll, or whatever you want to do.
I've asked Derek to play other games before. I think House Flipper is one, and Farm Simulator, this one. And I think he's stuck on Fortnite, dude. Kind of like me. Like, somebody invites me to play some other game, I'm real like, I'm kind of in my zone with this one.
Well, I'll just go to his house. Fuck. Fine.
Snow Runner.
Go pay him a visit. Well, yeah, but Mud Runner and Snow Runner, it's the same shit.
Yeah, one's snow, one's mud.
It's Snow Runner when you can play in Expeditions. It's the same fucking shit. Damn. Come on, Craig. Get fired on your day off. But no, I mean it's not the same, but it's close. I mean it's the same company, same.
What's Maddie asking me?
Same controls.
Updates
She
about
asked you if you have
Dreamland.
any updates that you can share about Dreamland.
I don't know what she means. We've got I didn't realize we were in 16 dispensaries down in Florida. That I can say that. If you want something from hand, we've got 16 locations in Florida. I didn't realize until I was out on a business meeting. Caught me by surprise.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, and my business partners, they own all that.
Better variety. Yeah.
Basically, I'm the overstock e-commerce guy. I'm basically the outlet, and it's great. But I had no idea.
Dreamland Tranquility, didn't you just go sign with new people or something in Florida a few days ago?
Yeah, we went to, okay, so there's a dispensary down there called Blaze, and we're working on getting our products and all them. We went to some other dispensaries and pitched. Me and Kyle, we were on foot. Kyle's a millionaire. We were on foot with coach bags full of product, walking around Daytona and Orlando, going into dispensaries, shaking hands, saying, hey, we want to beat all your prices. And we had some success. We sold to a gas station, which I'd never really thought about being in a gas station, but if we can change the whole thought process behind, you can buy this in a gas station. Well, you know what else you can get in a gas station? Snickers bars, and they're pretty fucking good, buddy.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, nothing major, other than some mud box. We got another one now, so we've got 2 food trucks. So Kyle picked up another one. It's supposed to go through tomorrow, fingers crossed, and it's going to be, we're going to throw Wi-Fi in it. We're going to set up one on the beach. We're going to hire an employee to run it. We're going to use the other one for events. So that's about it, though. It's exciting to somebody like me that is part of the company, but I don't know. I don't think it was worthy of really an announcement.
I think it's exciting, too.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that, man. You got to diversify. Have a bunch of revenue streams, Yeah, what's going on with your cologne stuff?
Joey Bonnell is going to. We're collabing together to get the Cure Brise relaunch, and
Oh, okay.
I've been sick. So my kids have ear infections, and they got me sick again. So I'm kind of like my nose is all stuffy. So I'm trying to smell the fucking bottle. I put some on last night, even on a live stream, or this morning at 7 in the morning, and I can't smell it. But to make sure they have the right formula, blah 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 blah, whatever.
Mhm.
So I'm just kind of fingers crossed on it. Tabitha Ray says it smells pretty good. It does. It does. It smells really good. I get emails about it constantly.
It's good feedback.
All right. You're gonna be the only one hauling for a little bit because we're on top of each other. I'm gonna go ahead and catch up. Cultivating.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I'm just going from machine to machine.
Yeah.
I
That's how
don't
you
know
gotta
what
do
you're
it.
doing. So it's all good. I'll grab this last one. I'm gonna use the bathroom again.
What's up, bees nuts?
These nuts.
Yeah, that Expeditions. Oh, so they don't even know. See, that would have been a good stream actually. So me and Dave was playing Expeditions the other day. We weren't streaming because we're still kind of figuring it all out, but we had to get this fucking van that was stuck. What'd we spend on the van alone? At least an hour.
An hour and some change. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, trying to get it out. And we almost gave up, and then Dave just came through clutch, and we finally got it out. I kept rolling down the hill. Oh, God, I've never been so frustrated. I haven't been frustrated by a video game in so long, and it's a good feeling to have.
Yeah. Little challenge.
Yeah, it was definitely...
Yeah, we're gonna try to run it tomorrow.
Yeah.
See if we can get a couple hours in. See if we can do it.
Oh,
right.
easy.
But I'll be running the stream, but Emery will be in the chat. So the voice.
Oh, yeah,
chat,
yeah.
so-
You're going to run the stream.
Yeah, because you can't do it from PlayStation with the audio included.
Well, I
As far as other players go.
the missions on there. My favorite ones now are getting something that's been stuck. Because this is our second one we've
Yeah.
done. The first one was a little easier. The second one was a nightmare.
Yeah. Well, the second one was a nightmare because we didn't have a big enough truck, so we had those two small trucks. What we got to make sure we do is split it up. So you have the small or the big one, and I have
Yeah,
either
two
or,
different
you know?
vehicles.
Yep. Because with the big truck, it'd have been a hell of a lot easier to pick it up. I'm gonna use the restroom. Oh, it was your movie or show? Oh. Huh? No, I just heard. I thought Taylor was talking to me.
Oh, shit. Cut off a little bit of this. What's up, Bobby? Rowdy Bobby.
Rowdy Robert.
Rowdy Rob. Rowdy Rob. See, he should have went by Rowdy Rob.
He should have. I actually think Bashful Bobby would have been better. You know what I mean?
Cotton Bobby.
You hear me?
Yeah.
No.
Cotton-eyed Bo.
Not B.
Bobby's funny.
So I found something out that I didn't know about yesterday. I was watching this. Video with Lou Diamond Phillips, right?
Yeah.
And he was saying that in the first Young Guns movie,
He broke his
Tom
arm.
Cruise was in it. No, that was the second
Oh,
one. But
Tom Cruise was one of the infantry that came in.
Yeah, they shot him first when they came out of the house at the end.
Yeah, you know who
And I
else
was
was
like-
out there? Randy Travis. He's the one that operated the Gatling gun.
Oh, really? Shit, I didn't know
Yeah.
that too. I just watched it today. I was like, no shit, I've seen that movie so many fucking times, and I never noticed.
So, do you
And
know when Lou Diamond Phillips got stabbed through the arm by Christian Slater? They did that scene on purpose because Lou Diamond Phillips was scared of the horses because he got thrown off one and it broke his arm. So when he was injured in
Right.
the movie, supposedly, that's what I've heard, was that he really got injured by one of the horses and they had to write that in so that he could be...
Oh, he had a broken
Sling.
arm. Got it.
Yeah. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because he was talking about. I think it was in the second or the end of the second or end of the first one, where they had to actually bring a helicopter and take him to the hospital because they thought he was going to die. He got injured or some shit like that. And here I am thinking the whole time that he's Mexican, right? Well, he's actually Filipino. So when they did La Bamba, like he played a Mexican guy, obviously, which I thought was funny. I was like, no shit, And you wouldn't think Lou Diamond Phillips, you'd think, well, that doesn't sound very Mexican. But
Well,
I thought he was
he...
Mexican.
In La Bamba, when they're in the family, when Richie Valens comes back from tour or whatever, and they're all in the family room, and it's a party at the house, and one of them's got like a movie camera, and it's that scene, and Bob starts licking at the camera, his brother Bob. Well,
Yeah.
Richie Valens' real mother, Connie Consuela, she was on the couch. The actual mother was on the couch next to Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah. Yeah, he had said something like that his Richie Valens' sister was there too or some shit.
They were always on set, and they watched the whole movie be filmed, and they called Lou Richie. They referred to him as Richie because they said they reminded, his demeanor, they reminded him of Richie. And, man, 17 years old, man, what? Can you imagine taking the folk song La Bamba, and he had other hits, but taking La Bamba and turning it into a fucking hit?
Yeah.
He was a
Classic.
prodigy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yep. Well, yeah, he was saying that. He was saying that, he got in there. So I guess when he went to go in for the, for the director and all that shit to go try out for the role, they didn't. He said there was a ton of people, but he went in there and they said, you got it. You got that one. All right. He said he was kind of in shock because there were so many people there, And I think he said the same thing happened with Young Guns. They already written the part and it was already for him, and he didn't know that. He thought he was going there to try out, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, he'd been shunned. He was talking about it. I'd been shunned by Hollywood. I'm trying to remember the guy that interviewed him. It's the guy that does. He's done interviews with everybody.
Nardwar?
Vanilla Ice. Oh, he's on YouTube. He's popular on YouTube. Vanilla Ice and a whole bunch of rappers.
Vanilla Ice is
Lucy
actually
and all
really
that
cool.
shit.
I got to hang out with him for a little bit. He's actually really cool.
Yeah, he sounds like he's down to earth and cool.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking cool. The Young Guns 3 rumor had been floating around for like a year, and I thought, it's bullshit. They ain't doing no Young Guns 3. Well, it turns out Emilio Estevez just went on record and he goes, we're filming in New Mexico. And it makes sense because now it's called Young Guns 3, like Dead or Alive or something. But it makes sense because Brushy Bill, if they're going with that angle, Brushy Bill Roberts lived to be, I think, 76. And so they can take the movie kind of as far as they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm excited to see it. But, dude, this is one movie that in my heart, and I know I could be wrong, it's in my heart that I don't think they can fuck up. And if they fuck it up, I'm going to be so disappointed because 1 and 2 was so good. But, that was the 80s and early 90s.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, it's like me with Lethal Weapon 5, Like, I really want to see that shit. I don't care how old they are.
Right. Well, Coming to America 2,
That was shit.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, in my opinion, that was trash. It was all fucking, DEI.
Yeah.
We're better than white people. That's the feeling I got from it. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean, it sucks to say that, but, that's kind of how it felt.
Well, to be fair and honest, I didn't watch it. But I was waiting for everybody to be like, oh my God, it's so good. What a great nod to the original. Yeah. And, I didn't hear that, so I didn't watch it. But, man, I hope they don't fuck this up.
Yeah, I hope so, too. Yeah, like I said, Lethal Weapon, I'm excited about that. I really enjoy Mel Gibson and,
Is Danny Glover going to be in it?
Yeah, Danny Glover's going to be in it. Mel Gibson, I don't think Joe Pesci is because he's kind of done. But yeah, they got posters and pictures and shit like that. And Mel said it's ready to go. So.
Did you hear about that kid at the airport went up to Joe Pesci, and it was back in I guess the '90s, and he goes, "Oh my gosh," he goes, "Can I get can I get your autograph?" Because back then you don't know when that selfie. I don't even think it was a word. And Joe Pesci goes, "Yeah, of course, man." He signed something. He asked the kid, he goes, "Who's your favorite actor?" And the kid goes, "Well, you." And and Joe Pesci handed him a $100 bill and said, "That's the right answer, kid." I think Joe Pesci's connected with the mob.
Yeah, something maybe. Well, did you ever hear the story? So there was the guy that he played in Casino was actually on set for Casino.
Tony Spilotro?
And I guess.
No, he would have been dead by then. They found his body in a cornfield in Indianapolis or Indiana.
Okay, so obviously it wasn't him then. But there was a gangster guy he was a gangster, and he was there, and he had to actually put Joe in check because Joe had was kind of into the character and had disrespected this guy. I'm trying to remember who it was. I don't know who it was, but supposedly they had a conversation. And, he told him, you need to calm down with that shit. Like, I understand you're playing a role, but you're playing a role.
Wait, hold on. I could be wrong. Tony Spilotro could have been his character in Goodfellas. It's so hard to remember.
I'd have to look.
Casino was Frank Lefty Rosenthal.
Yeah, I'd have to look it up. But there's a YouTube video on it where the guy's talking about it. They asked him about Joe and how it was working with him, and because the guy was kind of telling him how he was or how it was, and Joe just took it a little too far, and I guess he disrespected the guy, and the guy got pissed off, and then Joe came back down to earth after that. But, yeah, I'd have to find the video. But that's a lot of work,
Yeah.
It was years ago when I saw it. But no, I like Joe Pesci. I think he's great. Obviously he's not doing anything anymore. It'd be fucking awesome if he was in Lethal Weapon 5, though. It'd be hilarious to just that character. That was a great character.
Because he was in 3 and 4, right?
He was in. I think he was in 3 and 4. Yeah, for sure. He may have been in 2. Let me look. I'll look it up. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in 2, 3, and 4.
Okay.
Yep. Let's see. Leo Getz was originally intended to be a one-off character, but was added to Lethal Weapon 3 at the last minute. In Lethal Weapon 2, Joe Pesci's character is a crooked but whistleblowing CPA who is placed and protected. Yeah, because that was the one with the South Africans. Remember the Cougaran?
Yeah, it's been so long, but Mel Gibson really played a believable character where he was like a fucked up cop. He really did good.
Yeah, he did a good job. And it's funny that everybody says that when Danny Glover, you know, they said he was 30 years old when he said, "I'm too old for this shit." I think it was 30, if I remember right. Which makes us, you know, makes me feel old when I was 30, you know. Fucking funny.
Who is another?
I'll look that other thing up real quick and tell you. Hold on.
Yeah, the 90s action movies can't be beat. 80s and 90s.
Yeah, so in Casino, he was Santoro, right? Nicky Santoro, but he actually was based on Anthony John Spilatro.
Spilatro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Spilatro. Okay, so that was Casino.
Yeah, that was Casino. Yeah, and I guess they had, you know, him and the guy had some beef or something. The guy was just there as a...
Well, they had a real hitman from there, and he did the scene where he walked up on the guy getting out of the car, and he shot him. They did I think this thing's full. It is. The sugar mill's full.
Oh, is it? Okay, then we gotta sleep, so that means we gotta...
Or we can keep taking the shit to whatchamacallit, because I got shit leaked.
Yeah, we can go deliver if you want. Yeah. I don't give a shit.
But they did the scene where he gunned down the guy at the car, and the hitman, can't remember his name, but he's on like Vlad and stuff, and he goes, I told him that's not how you do it. He goes, that looks sloppy as fuck.
Vlad was where the Lou Diamond Phillips interview happened. Yep.
Yeah. He said, well, here, let me show you how it's done. He did the hit. It was like a 22 with a can on it. You know how they did back in the day.
Yeah.
Conan the Barbarian, what's up? But Tony Spilatro was from the Hole in the Wall gang. Dude, he was Joe Pesci nailed it. He was a psycho, man.
Yeah, that may have been the dude that he pissed off.
Well, it wasn't Tony Spilatro, because Tony Spilatro was killed in like 74 him and his brother, they beat his brother to death in a cornfield in Indiana. And then beat him to death, and they buried him, and so they were still breathing, buried him alive, pretty much, in the cornfield. But then in Goodfellas, I can't remember who that was after, but when they took him to the house, they didn't just shoot him in the back of the head, and that was it. They took him downstairs for the meeting, and there was plastic everywhere, and all these guys, and he goes, oh man, he goes, is this it? And they're like, it's time. And he goes, can I pray first? Because they're all Catholic, and they let him pray, and then they beat him to death.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the movie, they just shot him in the back of the head.
Yeah, because he goes, oh, fuck, and they shot him. Dude, I could have never been in no mafia. No, that's just, dude, how do you go day to day and not be like, oh my God, I'm next at some point. I couldn't live that stress. Paul Castellano, they got him outside of that steakhouse in Broad Public. Gotti, the Gambinos, man, and Gotti took over. That's fucking crazy. I couldn't live like that.
Yep. Yeah. Then you got the Rat, the dude from Goodfellas. the guy that...
Henry Hill.
Henry Hill, yeah.
I've got his cane.
Alive?
No. So I've got he was with this girl named Lisa that was like his widow, but they weren't married. But that's who I bought his cane from. I have his actual cane right over here. I can actually show it to you.
No shit.
I have his actual cane. I had two of them. He had two canes. And I've got the one he's pictured with. The other one I gave to my friend that's in the Secret Service, Brian Pickard. But I've got Henry Hill's actual cane, man.
That's funny.
I had a painting by him. You can buy a painting from him for like 200 bucks. You can buy one of his paintings. So I had one and I
What?
sold it. Yeah, dude. It had a rat, like a mouse, and then a 38 special. And it said, fuck you, pay me on the thing.
That's funny.
No, I don't hear from Pickard. Man, I don't hear from nobody after I quit making videos. Now that I'm making videos, I got a lot of people in my inbox, and it's not Pickard. And Pickard's cool and stuff, but I feel like I was much cooler when I actually had cooler vibes to offer.
Well, yeah, well, earlier, you know, when you were making those videos and shit.
I had all the friends in the
Different
world,
world.
buddy.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah. Unfortunately, you were friends with Heather back then too, right?
Heather was there when I was at the lowest, man. She watched my
I don't
kids.
let me tell you something. I don't like her. You know?
Oh, I don't either.
I don't know where she is. I don't know where she's at right now, but I don't like her.
Jared Pilkington says sexy bad boy. What?
Oh shit.
Heather and Elizabeth Schmucker were the only two people that helped me when I was raising Rudy by myself. They would come. I could go to events, you know, get shit done. They're the only two that really came through, man, and was there for me.
I know. I'm just fucking with her. Just 'cause
Oh, I know. She
I
knows.
I know she's right there.
No, she knows.
I always give her a hard time.
Dude, my Kennedy, I've raised by myself. She's 18 now. And, man, till she was, Heather might know, I guess Kennedy was maybe 13. But I never knew who to trust her with if something ever happened to me. And Heather, when I got to knowing Heather, I'm like, oh, God, this is the B1. And she's Kennedy's godmother. So if something ever happens to me, you know, Heather can guide her and, you know, be in her life. Because Heather just is take no shit, but not in an annoying way. You know how some girls are like, oh, I'm fucking badass. No, Heather's not like that. Heather's sweet. Heather's cool. She asserts herself. She's the real definition of like a real woman. Not those ones that are online like, oh, I'm strong, I'm independent. No, Heather's like, you know, motherfucker.
Yeah. No, I know. I've talked to her.
Yeah, Heather's cool.
Yeah, she's cool. I just like fucking with her. Try to push the limit, see if I can get her mad at me.
I don't know. Heather's never comes off as somebody.
I don't think she has yet. You know me, I like to push the buttons till somebody breaks. Fucking Joe messaged me the other day.
Oh yeah, you told me
Did I
that.
tell you?
Yeah, over
Oh,
a meme you posted or a video.
Yeah, some video or something.
Yeah, because we talked about how he's not doing content anymore. I'm like, dude, I thought he would really at some point break through if he kept going.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if I can message him one day or call him and talk him into, hey man, you should, you know, we take breaks. I mean, obviously I just took a big break. And,
Yeah.
But I think Joe.
When's his wedding? You got the invite. When's his wedding again? What's the date?
Man, it's in Michigan, and I think it's this fall. And I don't know if I'll be able to make it with these two toddlers, man.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it. I was like, I'll take it and fucking show up.
Hell yeah.
I'll take the invite and roll up. I don't give a fuck. That'd be funny. Yeah, because I had messaged him. I said, where's my fucking invite, bro? And he's like, my dad's not even coming. I said, man, I'll come. I'll be your daddy.
Walk him down the aisle.
Yeah, walk him down the aisle.
Well, I'm thinking about marrying Tori. We kind of talked about it today, and I was like, you know, you want to marry me? She's like, yeah, you know. And so I said, what about this fall or whatever? And so I don't know. It could be a possibility.
Yeah, I think you'd mentioned that. Mentioned that before, too. Nothing wrong with it. If you guys get along and shit, and you don't have any drama or
We
any
do.
bullshit between you, it's good.
We do get along. It's so weird. Like today we was
That's
out to
awesome.
eat.
Yeah,
And it's
that's-
like, man, we just fucking vibe.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's the same thing with me and Nina. You know, like we're completely opposite. She's quiet, and I'm, just running my mouth all the time, but it works.
Well, you know
It's one
one
of those
thing that I
crazy
think is
things.
cool about Nina is you're like, I'm here playing, Nina's at church. I think it's one of the best
Yeah.
fucking qualities and speaks volumes for a woman. It's like, when she's based like that, I'm like, that's so fucking cool. Dave's chick's like she's beautiful, by the way, but it's also so
Yeah, I
cool that
appreciate that.
it's like, oh man, she's up
Yeah.
at church. You look at her and you wouldn't think, because she's like that typical, like pretty, and you can tell she has a cool
Yeah.
personality, and like here she is at church. I like that.
Yep, one of the most racist people I've ever met in my life.
You know that.
Yeah, but man, I remember when I think it might have been like the first week I met her, I went over to her house, and she had a gun safe. I was like, what do you got in a gun safe? Come on. She pulled out her AR, and I was like, holy shit, And, we've been on many, many training trips, shooting and shit like that. So, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things, man, where it works out. She does her thing, I do my thing, and she's okay with it, and I'm okay with it. I mean, I think it's got to be. You got to understand each other before you can fucking run. You know what I
Well,
mean?
we used to have to get Joe shit 'cause he had a dog, his fur baby. We're like, Joe,
Yeah.
like, get your. So I'm really glad he met somebody. She's beautiful too. I'm really glad that Joe
Yeah,
met
me too.
somebody and he's doing his thing.
Yeah, she followed me, and then I followed her, and she's really cool, man. From what I know, I don't know her that I'm not that tight with her, but she seems like she's really cool.
Yeah.
Good for him, man. That's what he needed. You could tell. I mean, I don't want to get all fucking stupid in this shit, but you could tell when we were doing the podcast that he was missing something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah.
He was not complete.
Yeah. Great. Yeah, great guy, but you could tell he was missing something.
Yeah.
And I kind of crossed the line when I was talking shit about his ex and all that stuff. I wasn't talking shit, but I was kind of just making light of it, and I could feel it. I knew it bothered him. So yeah, but yeah, good for him, man. Hopefully all that shit works out. He's happy, she's happy. And
Well, they're getting married.
Like
It's got to be going
it's
somewhere.
nice to see that he's straight. Like, I mean, that's
Hey,
a positive for me.
Bobby, you ain't leaving, Bobby. It's not bedtime. You're gonna sit here and watch us play until we're done.
Yeah, Bobby.
That's
Knock that
exactly
shit off.
what's going down.
Fuck, don't be a quitter, Bobby. Damn it, you plant cotton, he said.
Did he?
Yeah. Said plant cotton next. See, we're opening Bobby's horizon. He's opening up. You know what I mean? Like, remember when he was first playing with us, he'd be real quiet and he wouldn't respond. Now he's starting to get it. Good for him, man. You got to learn to make fun of yourself.
He's got to work tomorrow. But we're working right now,
Yeah, man. We're in here freaking
busting our ass.
We're not picking cotton, but we're pulling some beets out of the ground.
What's crazy is we spent like 2 hours last night getting a fucking truck unstuck in Arizona, and here you are.
Dragging a truck up the hill or a van up the hill. Oh my
Yeah.
God, what a nightmare that was.
Now we're in Alabama harvesting sugar beets. You don't know hard work, boy.
You know nothing about it, Bobby. And look, man, you're just going to work selling fucking wiper blades. You're not doing anything.
No, Mud Runner's cool, Bobby. And I was there last night. I was close. I was like, man, fuck this game. And we got it out, and it was the most rewarding feeling you can get from a game is when it's like so challenging, such a nightmare. And we didn't give up, and we got it. So maybe you're just a give-upper kind of person.
Yeah, maybe he is. I mentioned that to you a couple. I was like, "Hey, man, if you wanna get out of here and grab a bigger truck to pull this thing out, man, we can."
Dude, it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind, and I was like,
Yeah.
we're invested.
Well,
Let's see.
running low
We're
on-
almost out of gas.
Yeah, we were running out of gas like quick. So we were sharing gas between us, just trying to get it done.
Yeah.
It was rough. But we
Yeah,
did
it was. Yeah, we did. You did. I gotta give you credit, man. You're kind of a.
Yeah, man, and we both did it because you had to bring me gas once.
He said, "Fuck that game. Wait till you get the second truck stuck, getting the first one out." I'm assuming he said it then. Yeah. Well, yeah. We were very stuck last night. I rolled down the hill about 7 times in a row while Craig Durbin was putting emotional damage. It was a
Yeah,
fucking
chat's
bitch.
chat's not updating for me. I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube.
Oh, that was yeah, the game was a bitch, and it makes you hate it. But once you beat that fucking level, you're like, yeah, this is exactly what I needed.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah.
And like I was telling you last night, that's easy mode. That's
Yeah.
easy. We're not even on medium. Not even on medium yet.
Yeah, and we rolled in with like quarter. We didn't have quarter tanks of gas because that would have been fucking heaven. We rolled in with fucking spitting like.
Nothing. Yeah. Yeah, it was crazy, man. Well, like I said, next time we'll know. We'll bring a scout vehicle and we'll bring a medium or heavy vehicle, and we'll be all right.
Yeah. Because we were
But, you
using
know, it didn't tell
scouts.
us.
Yeah, they were both scouts.
Yeah, they were both scout vehicles. Yeah, they could barely pull that fucking van out. It was
I
smaller
just-
than the van.
My only complaint about the game so far, and I have none, but why can't you winch to it and me winch to it at the same time if
Right.
it has fucking 8
Like
winch
two-
points?
Yeah, like you get in front of me, I winch to you,
Yeah.
and then I winch to the truck behind us.
Yeah, we can't even
no,
winch
but-
to each other, much less two to one vehicle, and I think that's not realistic.
I realized something today. I looked at what I bought. I bought the highest level of that game I could. So I have season 1, season 2, I have all that shit.
Motherfucker, see, I could at least had season 1.
It was $100. I think I paid $129 for that shit, and I didn't know it till today, because I kept thinking, I was like, why do I have 7 choices of vehicles and you have 3? And so I started looking at it. I'm like, no shit, I got all of it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I might go ahead and buy season 1 if it gives me like some money and vehicles or da 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 da.
Well, I think if you buy that one that's 35, I don't think it's season 1. I can't remember what it's called. But remember we were looking at it and you were trying to figure out, you found the standard game, but you found the other one.
Yeah, it was
like
$5
deluxe or
cheaper,
whatever.
and it came with a, you know.
Yeah. So that gives you everything, just like what I have.
Oh man. See, remember I didn't get it because I was like, I don't want to get on here and be like, oh, you're incompatible because Emory, you have, you know, the pass and.
Well, you have
know.
to have both. So you would have to buy the standard game and that together.
I'm kind of down for
Because
that.
they're separate. Yeah, but whatever, whatever you want to do. I mean, we can still play it no matter what. It don't matter to me, but till Roadcraft comes out. Then when Roadcraft comes out, then it's on. I'll be playing that for sure. Because I had a lot of fun with that. Building roads and repairing shit and getting vehicles across. That game.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. The thing that sucks for you guys is there's no console demo version. It's only PC. So.
Well,
'cause I
yeah,
told my
right?
brother, I was like, grab the demo, and he's like, it's not here, and I was like, what? And I looked it up, and it was only the PC demo.
But it's gonna come out on console, yeah.
Yeah. All of it on the May 20th, I think it was, or early May, maybe.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we can play Expeditions, we can play Farm, we can play Heather's favorite game, Farm Sim, whatever. The demo is free with Game Pass, or the game, Craig? And he doesn't have an Xbox, by the way.
I do. I just don't have it set up and shit.
Oh, okay.
I got every
shit,
console.
man. We need to get you on PC, bro, and you just hook your controller up to it. Because then you can fucking, we can go nuts. It just makes streaming easier. Everything's easier. I mean, it's a little more complicated to get it set up, at the start, but it makes everything work much better. You're kind of limited with PlayStation and Xbox as far as streaming goes. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you what, 'cause I need to do that. But I tell you what, when I come back from the mud bog here in a couple weeks, the beginning of April,
Mhm.
if I do what I'm projected to do, I will have plenty of money enough to get a gaming PC, and I'll put that on my little to-do list.
Yeah, it's up to you, man. If you want to do it, reach out to me. I'll tell you. Like, I was talking to Heather about, so Micro Center. You know what that is? I know
No.
it's pretty far away from you, but so basically, it's a PC. You can buy PC parts. All the parts you want. You can customize it, all that shit, and they'll build it for you. And all you got to do is pick it up. They'll tell you when it's ready. You come pick it up, and it's done.
Well,
You
I
come to the house, you
had
plug it in. It's finished.
the little gaming
I mean, I
PC
could
I
do it.
had is what I played Red Dead Redemption 2 online on.
Right.
And it was it was great. It was good. So I could do that.
Yeah, but whatever. If you want me to do something and ship it to you, I can do that too. It's up to you, man. I'm not.
Oh, I'll go
I
either
don't
route.
care about. Yeah, I don't care about making money. The thing is, I think the closest Micro Center to you is like 3 hours away. It's a journey. So it might be better to just build it and ship it. Whatever. We'll figure it out. When you get done with the mud bug thing, if it's something on your list of things you want to do,
It's $2,000 pretty solid on a
it's way
PC.
too much.
Well, with the
Way
monitor.
too much. Oh,
With
with
a
the
good
monitor?
monitor.
Yeah, I would say $1,500.
Okay.
The thing that costs the most money is going to be the graphics card, but you don't have to go crazy with it. It's something that you can buy the middle of the road one, and then upgrade to the newer one later. Because right now they're so the newer ones are so out of price ranges. So to put it this way, the 5090, which is a new card that's coming out, the Nvidia 5090, they're like $2,000 and up. For
God
a damn
damn.
graphics card. It's stupid. But
What's
you
up,
can
Doug?
you
5
can get
liter.
a 30. You can get a 30 series for, $400 or $500. Which is, I mean, it's not as the performance isn't there, but yeah, it's fine for what you're doing. Like I say, and then a year later you can buy a 50 series for the same price, and you're not paying the premium, which is stupid. But yeah,
What's
we'll
Bobby
work it out.
got? 3060 Ti? What does that mean?
He has his is a couple steps below mine. A 3060 Ti is they're reasonable, they're cheap. You can get them. So I mean, $500 and down.
So why does
if you
Bobby
get a
have
brand
all
new one.
that and he don't have fucking heat?
Because his priorities are fucked up.
Agreed.
Here, I'll look up the price. Give me a sec. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
Shut
so
up,
the
bitch.
card I have is a 3080, and brand new on Amazon they're
$430.
Is that good?
So you spend yeah. It'll do. It'll play any game you want to. So you figure you're gonna spend $1,000, and then $400 on a monitor, like a nice monitor if you want one. Depends on what you want to spend, but you don't have to. But yeah, I mean, $1,500 will get you right there. It'll last you for 4 or 5 years, and you upgrade it as you need to. Oh, this field's done. All right, let me cultivate this one. Shit. But yeah, let me know when you get back from the mud bog. And hey, if you need to deliver my H1, we can just go grab what you need and I throw it together in half an hour.
You know that. Oh, let me get out of your way. Oh, no, sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'm just clearing this field. It's almost clear. Yeah, $430, man. That's not too bad for a. Oh shit, that's a 3060. So 3080, $700. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Shit, Craig's playing shit on a 7-year-old graphics card, something like that. But you don't need to do that, man. Like I said, a 30 series would be fine. The other ones are too overpriced. It's fucking ridiculous.
No, Bobby, stay.
Fucking Bobby.
I could imagine cuddling up with Bobby right now and watching, like, Forrest Gump.
I'm not knocking it, Craig. Quit being a little crying bitch.
It's not a Logitech, so there's that.
It's not a Logitech graphics card. Damn it.
Do they make one?
No. But it's funny. Alright, this one's done. What other fields are finished? Go down to the big field. Harvester full. It's just cruising. Let me check the one by the house.
Bad lifters and
Logitech all the way.
What's up, Vast? I didn't even know he's in here. Logitech makes the best mouse.
He likes to watch.
Yeah.
Alright. Park this bitch right here. Go grab that trailer. Yeah, I have a nice laptop too. But
Is he saying
laptops don't
LG
last as
laptop? Like LG the company?
yeah,
Like the LG
they
TVs?
they make laptops.
I didn't know
Uh-huh. Yeah, they make laptops now.
that. Freddy said, fuck a laptop. What if it's made out of cotton, Bobby?
Which mouse are you talking about, Heather? If she ever answers, she's slow.
She don't care about us.
I know she doesn't.
Oh.
She's probably watching gay porn. MX.
What's that mean?
See, I use the MMO mouse with all the buttons on the side. It's got like 16 or 20 buttons on the side. I bought 3 or 4 of them just in case they took a shit, so I'd have one. Yeah, LG does suck as far as cell phones. They're like the budget cell phones for Android. G502. Let me see what I got. It's on the bottom. I got a G600. You guys can look that up. And I do like Logitech shit. Don't get me wrong. It just their headset is nowhere near. Their best headsets are nowhere near what I have right now. Not even close.
I got this at Walmart for $30 and I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on what you know. I mean, I use it for phone calls and all that shit. So if I get a customer that calls me, it switches from the PC right to the headset, and I can answer it. So it's nice. And it's got noise canceling and all that bullshit. See Craig getting all upset, man, defending his 10 series card.
Oh
It's
shit!
it's all right, Craig. You're good. Man, we're making money.
Getting there.
You got the 935 off the look. I got one on the shelf here that's just sitting on the shelf.
What's a 935?
It's just a model number of the headset. We may have the same one. I just don't use it anymore. I decided I was gonna buy a high quality headset.
I decided long ago never
Got
to
to.
walk in anyone's shadow.
All right, chat. Who is that? Name that person / group. Don't have
My dignity, because the greatest love of all. 1986? I guess what came out.
I think so.
Henry's grandma.
Let's see if we can find the model
I
number.
wish.
Oh, shit. That might be what I have, Bobby. I think it is what I have. I have to look on Amazon. Oops, sorry, man. I'll get out of the way.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm fucking up your stream, bro. There we go.
You go.
Man, you got a big load there.
Yeah, 100%.
Dump that on me.
Big blue.
Oh, shit.
What's up, Jay Martin? It's a new name I don't think I've ever seen.
Shit, I don't even see that. Oh, there it is. Why am I not updated? Let me refresh the YouTube page.
You gotta fix their fucking chat.
It's driving me crazy. Alright, so 8. So the big field's done. The other field's done. So we just got these 2 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go seed 8 real quick. What should I seed it with, Bobby?
I'm gonna go down there and try to get the to the big field and try to load up here. See if this thing's full.
Cotton. He said cotton.
I knew it was gonna be cotton.
Not cotton.
Bobby knows what to harvest.
I'd harvest Bobby. Harvest his seed.
Harvest that toe cheese. Fucking bear claws, baby.
Toe dip.
those fucking bear claws. I told you they'd be bear claws.
Yeah, Bobby, you do got some little bear claws on you.
No
Some
doubt
little
about it. Yeah.
feet mitts.
They're probably soft and supple. You know, they look it.
We finally got Bobby to post his PV. Bobby, I'm sending your shit out tomorrow, okay? I got a bunch of shit to go to the post office for.
You still haven't shipped it?
Nah, I'll have tomorrow. I got a bunch of shit to ship, and I'm feeling tomorrow, Monday, I'll get it. I've had so
Bobby.
much going on. I got a shit.
Bobby uploaded his feet. He didn't want to, and he did it.
Yeah, Bobby, this thing's gonna
Poor
last you
Bobby.
forever. You're gonna be so happy. So it's coming.
G910. I have. What the fuck do I? What is this thing? See, I gotta look at it because I don't.
Yeah, Bobby, I got
guys,
your
can't
address.
fucking memorize everything. My keyboard is the G213. the RGB bullshit thing, but I like it. It works. Two months. Man, Bobby's gonna get high.
Howdy ho.
Yeah, I had another one, but it just, I don't know, a bunch of the buttons took a shit. Like something shorted out on it. It's probably from all the things I was watching, you know what I mean? Getting all that juice on it. Juicy.
Man, I had 2-seaters. I'm almost thinking about taking this 1-seater in and getting a fat fucking one.
Well, didn't Bobby... Oh, he rented it. That's right. He rented the fat seater. Yeah. Should buy that big fucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna
Just
do.
make sure it works for the sugar beets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only drawback. I think there's only certain ones that work for the sugar beets.
I think the one that we got,
Bobby said
remember?
he bought-
It was peas.
Yeah, Bobby said he bought 2 of the cedars, 2 of the Kinsey cedars off of eBay. That's what he just said.
Off eBay.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Bobby, will the Kinsey do sugar beets? Kinsey planter.
Oh, it's a planter.
Look at Rowdy's avatar. I still can't get over it. It's like Rowdy Bobby. Bobby, where'd you make it at? Like online somewhere?
AI.
Like Rowdy
probably.
Bobby.
Rowdy B.
Bobby.
Bobby.
The Theo Von's
Yeah.
fucking so fucking funny, dude.
What do you think about... I'm trying to remember his... Tim Dillon. Do you think he's funny?
Tim,
I don't know why
who
that
it
guy
is.
cracks... That guy fucking cracks... He's a gay, like, fat guy from New York. He's been on Rogan's podcast and shit a couple times. He's the one that did the, Oh, what's McCain's daughter's name?
Oh, Megan McCain.
Megan McCain. He dressed up like her. He said, "I'm Megan McCain." And he said some shit like, "Trump's a riverboat captain." Like, fucking, it was... He's like, "You want to fuck these tits, Trump?" And he's like, fuck. I was like, dude, fucking... I don't know why that guy makes me laugh, man. I don't know if it's the accent or what it is, but he fucking cracks me up.
The weird thing about Megan McCain is sometimes I disagree with her and I can't stand
Yeah.
her, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, it's so weird with
Yeah.
her. But her
Yeah, I'm
dad
gonna
was a
post it up
fucking
in
rhino.
Yeah, see, Matt said Tim Dillon. Hold on, I'll post that thing up in chat. They can...
Didn't Rodney Carrington just die? I could be wrong. He said no. Shut up.
All right, I
Bobby.
threw it in there, man. I've never laughed more in my fucking life.
When I was watching him do that shit.
Bobby just said Rodney Carrington died.
Who?
Rodney Carrington?
He died, huh?
Yeah, sad.
Bobby also posted some bullshit in the fucking
He does.
music video chat about
He's probably
fucking
fucking
about DX, some wrestling shit, trying to say is better than NWO. Bobby, you don't know shit.
Yeah, Bobby.
Go to fucking sleep.
Plus, I just looked it up. Rodney Carrington did not die.
Fucking Bobby.
Fucking liar.
Bobby.
Bobby.
This one's full. I'm gonna dump it and then I'm gonna go grab that other one. Actually, I'll grab the 8%. I got room tour off of this one. What do you got to say about that, Bobby?
Dude, you know what? If we brought the podcast back and Joe couldn't, obviously, but what about Bobby? Bobby just be our little dude in the background we
Oh,
go
man.
to. Bobby's a fucking character. Nah, Bobby, stay, watch us. Come on, we're talking about putting you on the podcast. You'll be famous.
Yeah, Bobby, have some respect for your elders, fucker.
Yeah.
Hold on. I can load this thing up. Watch that video, Bobby. Laugh a little bit. Cotton, he said.
Yeah, Bobby's funny, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, you gotta have a good mix, you know what I mean? Like, I think the podcast worked great because you and I are the same generation, you know?
Yeah.
And I'd look at you on the camera and I could tell you were looking at me and we both fucking smiled because we knew what we were gonna say, but we didn't fucking say it. And then we let the young guys just go. That
Yeah.
shit was funny, bro.
Yeah, I like that everybody was on different spectrums, wavelengths, with these younger guys.
Yeah. Younger guys were lost. I mean, in my opinion, it's
No,
still
no,
funny,
no.
though.
Because what's crazy is we don't have to agree on everything. We don't have to. But me and you, being older and Gen X, we're fucking wise beyond the years of any Alpha or Zoomer, Gen Millennials. All that stuff. It's like they'll catch up. In 10, 15 more years. But it's like, you got a ways to go, buddy.
We had to grow up quick. That was the key. Like, I think, I didn't go to jail or prison or anything, but I had to deal with shit. Like, we had to deal with similar shit.
Yeah,
You had to
100%.
grow up. Yeah, you had to fucking grow up. That was it.
Well, I was on
grow
a.
up or you fucking lose.
I was on a. I went live this morning, and I got. It's funny that I touched on it, and somebody asked me about my childhood, and I said, "Well, I've been through this, been through that." But I said, what? My story's not very different than a lot of Gen Xers. Whether you were rich, whether you were poor, whether you grew up in the suburbs or the city, it's like, man, we were all pretty fucking disconnected and on the same wavelength as far as the way our lives were. And we got our ass beat. We ripped and ran the streets, and it just didn't fucking matter if you grew up in Boise, Idaho, or grew up in Memphis. Like, it was similar, maybe different temperatures, but there was really no difference. We were fucking wild and free. We're the last of the Mohicans. We are the last.
Yep. Yeah, it's probably the same with you, but my mom, when I was young, when my mom was around, it was, get the fuck out of here and come back when it's dark.
Mm-hmm. Remember the commercial
That's what
at 10 at night? It goes, it's 10 o'clock at night. Do you know where your kids are?
Do you know where your kids are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can only imagine being a parent back then and being like, oh shit, you couldn't call your kid. You had to go out the front door and be like, Jeremy!
Yeah, you go find them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no contacting us, dog. We were out on our bikes like, Mom, 10 more minutes. We're playing manhunt.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. I can't believe we grew up like that on retrospect.
Well, now you can't. You couldn't because there's too many fucking weirdo creepers out. They don't have insane asylums anymore. That's why I talk about a lot with people is, when I was a kid, they had these places for people who had mental problems.
Mm-hmm.
And that. Those are all gone. They don't exist.
Yep.
There's nowhere for anybody to go. My mom used to work at places like that when I was really young. With troubled teens and shit, I guess they call it, Well, shit, I was a troubled teen, but nobody knew it. I was the only one that knew.
Well, we don't call them troubled teens anymore. The politically correct word is fuckable kids.
Oh, shit.
I'm saying, the way things are nowadays. Oh.
We're gonna have a new channel tomorrow, everybody. just hang in there.
Dude,
After
we
these messages, we'll be right
ran.
back.
Yeah, we ran the streets, dog. Oh, yeah, I'm staying tonight at Carlos's house, Mom. Is that okay? Yeah, I guess. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, we were in a field, passed out face first, 14 years old, a case of Red Dog and, acid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
God, we
man,
were
that
idiots.
weed was normal. Like everybody did weed.
Yeah.
Back then. It's the same as now. That's why, I have some friends that are younger than me that I follow on Instagram, and they always brag about their smoking weed, and I'm like, everybody fucking smokes weed.
Yeah.
Like, you don't need to post that shit up. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I
Weed
did
is nothing.
Yeah, I did a
Right.
video about it, but it's like it'd be like me smoking a cigarette now and like posting Snapchat
Yeah.
about it, and it's like, ooh, so cool.
Yeah, ooh. Yeah, you're so fucking cool. So when I was in junior high, I was probably 7th or 8th grade. I remember there was this Mexican kid, same age as me, and he had the fucking pinky nail, long pinky nail, right?
Yeah, snow.
I didn't know what that meant. I was young, like I had no idea. So he pulls this brown shit out, and he's like, "You want some?" I was like,
Was it
What
snuff?
is it?"
You're talking about brown.
No, it's called, in San Diego, it was called Mexican brown. It was meth, but it was darker,
Ah.
right? And I said, sure. I remember I did that. I did a little bit of that, and I was up for 3 fucking days.
Yeah.
Like not knowing what's going on. I was tweaking. That was the first and last time I ever did that shit. Because it's a fucking weird feeling. But to him it was normal. So yeah, that was an adventure right there. Just dealing with that bullshit.
Well, there's this horse, real quick, this planter, and it has solid
That's what he's
fertilizer.
talking about, the Kinsey.
Well, he said
right?
Kins, but it's liquid fertilizer.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get this one.
I think there's liquid at the store,
I don't want liquid
laying there on the ground. Oh, okay.
because I don't like Bobby.
So he used the horse yesterday. That's what he was using. It was a red one with the big canister on the middle.
I hope this is the right one. I'm gonna. Oh shit! I don't have a tractor.
I see the beats. It looks like it says beats. I can come over there and pick it up. Just let me go unload.
Well, make sure it has the
this trailer.
shit. Here, no, hold on. Let me go pick it up. If you don't
Yeah,
mind.
just okay, whatever. Yeah.
Big gay person.
Oh, I'm full.
Let me go grab it real quick.
Yeah, see, I was right. Bobby used the horse yesterday.
Bobby's a piece of shit.
Yeah. He doesn't even want to hang out with us. He's trying to go to sleep. Like, what kind of shit is that, man?
Yeah,
It's
but I
fucking
won't
St.
let him.
Patrick's Day tomorrow.
Yeah,
St. Patrick's
Bobby.
Day, man. Live it up a little bit.
Yeah, what are you disrespecting
Go get you-
Muslims?
Yeah, go get a can of corned beef and hash, man. Live it up.
Bass, what are you doing? You going to bed? You gotta stay up too. If Bobby's staying up, you staying up.
That's right, Bast. Stay up. Go feed the cats.
I love those cats.
I know, they're cool, man.
Craig Dermer says, titty cock Vass. Whatever the fuck that is.
Tittycock. Camp Tittycock?
Then, Rowdy, why do you do dope? Explain that to us.
Yeah, Bobby. You need to lay off that shit. You got heart problems.
Bobby.
Bobby.
He said, finance that. Alright, let me go grab
Yeah,
some
man.
fer-
That was an adventure with that brown shit. That was no fun.
You need to not be doing
But
that.
it was good that I did it, because I learned at fucking 12, 13 years old that I didn't want to do it again. So
Then why are you talking
Whereas
about it? 'Cause
my
you
ol-
probably want it again. You miss it.
no, because my older brother, man, he turned into a fucking the dog lover. He turned into a fucking heroin addict, bro. Like like some people can stop and some people can't, I guess. I was lucky I could stop, or just do it once and be like, no, that ain't for me.
You got that guy's number anymore? Just like so I can avoid him?
I don't even know his name, bro.
If something
Right?
happens,
Hey,
they
man,
like reach out to you on Facebook.
Could you
or
imagine?
whatever.
Can you imagine calling him fucking 40 years later and saying, "Can you get me some brown?"
You remember that time in 8th grade? You gave me your pinky
Yeah,
nail?
hey. Yeah, hey Pedro, remember that time in 8th grade?
Bobby
No,
said-
but like I'm saying, we're all innocent. We didn't know what the fuck was going on.
I remember
Oh,
being
you're
in
doing it?
6th
Cool, I'll do it
grade,
too.
and I was in the 6th grade. I just started school with this girl named Jamie, and we were trying to be cool. We started talking, and it was like, yeah, I smoke weed. She's like, I smoke weed too. I was like, yeah, I don't like cocaine because it's like a chalky taste to it. She's like, yeah, me neither, man. Like, it's too chalky. And like, no, it was like, nah.
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
We were stupid.
Yeah, man. The, I think it was the first girl I dated. I was in junior high, maybe sixth grade, and she, you're a little bit younger than me, but so back in the day, they had these Reeboks that were orange. They were like bright fucking orange, like pastel orange, and she had a pair, and I thought it was the coolest shit ever. And we went on a few dates, to the movies or whatever. It's the first girl I think the first girl I made out with at like 11, 12 years old. Yeah, it was fucking crazy that you'd date somebody for the shoes they're wearing, which I guess makes sense today.
I remember in sixth grade we watched Ghost. Me and this girl, Holly Ambach, was my little girlfriend. And I remember when it came to the point where it was like, oh, my love. I looked over and a tear dropped her cheek and I wiped it. And just how gay that is. You know what I mean? Holly Ambach from Critters Middle School. And I wiped the tear from her cheek and was like, I got you, baby. Whatever the fuck we say back then.
Whatever you said, yeah. Wasn't that, but yeah, it's funny. Yep, I remember. It's fucking old school, but this girl I was 8, she was 13, I was 12, and probably the second girlfriend I ever had. And she had her family had a Commodore 128. You know what that is?
Oh yeah, the computer.
Computer, yeah. And they had this game, and I can't remember the name of it. I could Google it, but I can't remember the name of it. But basically, you use a joystick, and you would jerk a dude off.
Leisure Larry?
No, it wasn't Leisure Suit Larry. I can look it up. I'll find the name of it. But you would basically jerk this dude off. So she's playing this game, and she's moving the joystick like crazy, and I'm innocent. I'm fucking a year younger than her. I don't know what's going on. And she gets done. She finishes this dude off, in the video game, and then she goes, "You want me to do that to you?" And I said, "Yeah." I had to say yeah because peer pressure.
Yeah.
And that was the first. Yeah, it was the first time somebody gave me a hand job. I was like, "What the fuck?" All from a video game.
Well, I lost my virginity. I was 11, and the girl was 13, and her name was Niecy.
Yeah.
Here's the fucked up part. So when I was trying to put it in, she initiated everything, which was fine. But when I was trying to put it in, it was slippery, and I came. And right when I came, it went in her. No condom, no nothing. And it was a pregnancy scare. I found out like a month later with my buddy James Moose Montgomery. He comments on my shit sometimes. And he was like, I used to run with 18-year-olds, 17-year-olds and shit. And I was in a boys' home with him. And so I ran with him. And so I found out 2 months later, he's like, yeah, we had to take her to the doctor to see if she was pregnant. Dude, at 11 years old, I don't know what the math is, but I'm 45.
Yeah.
Imagine me having a kid that's
at 12.
Yeah, what age would that be now?
Fuck, I don't know, what, 33?
Well, imagine me
how old are you now? You're 45? Yeah.
45.
So, yeah.
Imagine me drinking
32,
with
33.
this kid, hanging out with him.
Gosh.
Oh, it'd have been a nightmare.
Yeah. And then that same girl, I was at the house. My dad was a truck driver, and he had, had an apartment, so he was miles and miles away from me. And she called me one time, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just playing Nintendo, a regular Nintendo back in the day." She's like, "Can I come over?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I think it was 12, right? I was like, "Yeah, you can come over." I thought, she's gonna come over and play Mario Brothers, Like, I don't know. And she showed up in a mini skirt, and yeah, it was the first time, right there. I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, this
I
is
was
great.
confused as hell. Girls are so much more advanced than we are at that
Right.
age. Like, it's not even fucking close. Guys, we try to act cool and shit. We're not cool. Women know what's going on way before we do.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. So yeah. you know, the way it goes. And luckily for me, I didn't get anybody pregnant. Could have happened easy. Same with you.
Right. I'm gonna
Yep.
sell this cedar and go grab another one of them things. Another cedar. Whoops. Oh wow, I do this. Sell. I'm gonna grab another one of those big ones.
Yeah. Fuck you, Bobby.
Bubby.
That's it. He's out of the podcast. He said he's going to sleep. He's out. Unacceptable. Got to be in it to win it, Bobby.
Yeah, Bubby.
Yeah, Bobby. Bobby.
Fucking Theo Vaughn.
Fucking Theo, man.
Hey, act like you're my
Fucking
dad.
cousin.
Okay, so hey, what's going on, Dad? Bubby.
Yep.
What? I don't think
The
Theo
best.
Vaughn's an act. I think he's really fit. We talked about it before. He's like 50%
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, I think so too.
and
I think
50%
most of the time
trans.
he's just him.
Yeah. He's really fucking retarded.
So, so here's the thing with Bobby. He always says that Bobby's Chinese, or he acts like he doesn't know what he is. He knows he's Korean, right?
Yeah,
But
Korean.
he never says it. Yeah, that part I think he does on purpose. Because he knows better that he's not Chinese, but he makes him think, oh, are you Chinese? Like shit like that. But yeah, I think a lot of the time you can't tell because it could be. He beat Down syndrome. You heard about that, right?
Who?
Bob,
That's something that Theo Vaughn's done said.
Theo Von said. He said that was the rumor around town that I beat Down syndrome. And fucking, it was who's that UFC fighter that tried to be a comedian? The big dude, the heavyweight. What the hell's his name? Brendan Schaub. He said it to him. Brendan
Oh.
Schaub lost it. He started laughing his ass off.
From the fighter and the
He said,
kid.
yeah, the fighter and the kid. Yeah, he said, yeah. He said, word around, my hometown is I beat Down syndrome. He's like, I didn't know what they were talking about, but that shit was funny. Fucking Theo.
Oh shit! I gotta buy this other cedar. I'm gonna buy the cedar. Planter.
Did Derek tell you how the Matt Rife show was that he went to the other night?
He got pictures of Matt Rife.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, but he didn't say. I think Matt Rife is hilarious.
Oh, he's
I think
really
he's fun. He's so
fucking
good. He's so good with crowd work.
Oh
Like,
man, he's the best.
I think that's something with a really good comedian, somebody who's quick enough to deal with the crowd. That's a big deal for me.
Oh,
it's just one of
he's
those things.
lightning fast.
Oh, it's so fast.
Yeah, he's too good.
Yeah,
So
he's good.
Tori, I sent
Theo's-
Tori to
Theo's
watch
good.
him, and her and her
Oh, yeah.
mom. I got them tickets, and they went and watched them. And she was like, "Dude, you have to go see Matt Rife." She's like, "All the stuff you see online is nothing." She goes, "He is way worse in person as far as like the boundaries he pushes and shit. Like, being opposite of politically correct." She goes, "He is just raunchy and very." But you can't have no phones in there. You can't record it. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
her and her mom got like
Yeah.
T-shirts. So Tori has like a Matt Rife T-shirt and all that. But God,
Oh,
he's
that's
fast. He's good. He's too
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think he's really good too. Anybody that's really good, if they, when the liberals go after him or the what go after him, you know it. You're like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
they got to be good. Yeah.
Yeah, they try to cancel him already. But sometimes
they
people
try to
go,
cancel everybody.
"Why don't you do stand-up, Emery?" And it's people like Matt Rife. Sorry. That's why I don't do stand-up, because why would I? When he's like, like covering everything that I could ever imagine. He's all you need.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I going to add to the fucking stand-up situation?
What's your opinion on Bill Burr? Like in all the.
I like Bill
shit he's
Burr. I
pushing?
love his wife Nina. I think she's very pretty. I think that Bill Burr, I think he thinks for himself. I don't think Nina.
You don't think so?
I don't think she sways him. But what a bunch of dumb things to say. I still think he's funny,
Yeah,
but
he is.
what a bunch of dumb shit to say. Elon Musk did Nazi salute. Listen, did it look like a Nazi salute? Of course. Did it look suspect? Yeah. But my discernment tells me it's Elon Musk. It's not a fucking Nazi salute. Did it look like one? Yeah, well, a little bit, but he reached for his heart. He threw it out there. He's got Asperger's, so my discernment's like, okay, of course it wasn't. But everybody else is like, oh, Nazi salute, Nazi salute. And I'm like,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, of course not. Yeah, well, of course they, everybody posted videos of all the Democrats doing the same salute,
Right.
accidentally or whatever you want to call it.
Elon Musk
stupid.
did a Nazi salute because he's not a Nazi, but because people dislike him. Because he has a political difference. That's all that is. So that's why it's like, we're going to win another election. Because these people are fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. James, we were going to play a new game, but we ended up on here. But I think we're going to play that new game tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I think it might be. So did you see him and his wife at the UFC fights?
No.
Did you see that clip?
Elon Musk?
So they were. No, Bill Burr and his wife.
Oh, yeah. Well, she flicked off Trump?
Yeah, where she looked like she was disgusted because he showed up.
Yeah, and I thought it was
And I was
funny,
like-
and his reaction was funny. He was like, you think that...
Yeah.
He's like, I'm afraid of her. He's like, she's going to say what she wants to say. I thought it was a great response. So, yeah, well, that adds kind of a little bit of to the fact that
Yeah, it
maybe
makes me-
he's swayed by her a little bit, like pussy
Yeah,
whip.
I think he is, because look at a comedian's whole thing is I can say whatever I want to say,
Mhm.
right? Like, that's comedy.
Mhm.
You're gonna say it, you're gonna offend people, you're gonna get people upset. That's the way it works. Well, why would he be against somebody who wants free? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, other than maybe his wife is, maybe guiding him a little bit,
The one thing
I don't know him, and I don't know her personally, obviously, but it's just my observation, of
Well,
what's going on.
the one thing that I disagree with is all of a sudden, because she has a differing opinion than us politically, they attack her because she's ugly. She's ugly. She's not ugly at all. Neither is AOC.
I don't think she's ugly.
Yeah, but I don't like this is like a very disingenuous take for conservatives to be like, well, she don't agree with me, so she's ugly, and they attack her looks and all that stuff. But she's not. She's hot. Like, I think Nina's hot. And I followed her on Instagram for a long time. I think on my last account, because she's really funny. Bill Burr's with her for a reason. But yeah, no, I think you're right. It does lend credibility to the fact that maybe that's why he's anti-Elon, anti-Trump, because she's all up in his ear.
Yeah, he's got to be, you got to whatever.
Yeah, that's the closest person to him, so why not?
I mean, who wants their wife or woman mad at him, all the time, But like I said, he's a comedian, so he should be for it, because you want to be able to say whatever you want to say, and he does say it. That's the thing that kills me, is that he says whatever he wants to say. I've seen him on the news, interviews about his show, F is for family.
Mm-hmm.
And him saying, what are you talking about? When they were talking about, do you think it's inappropriate for Christians or whatever?
Well, why would he care about
like,
pissing us off? He don't have no equity to us. He doesn't owe us no explanation. But I think he cares about pissing his wife off.
Exactly.
I think it sways him a little bit. But yeah, it's a bad look for him where he should be. I would toe the line, I guess, and be like, well, I like free speech, but I don't agree with. I don't know, whatever.
I like free speech, but I like pussy at home,
Right, and just keep it real. Like, hey, you know what? I love free speech, and I'd love to side with Elon. I'd love to side with Trump, but they ain't fucking me, man. So I'm gonna go with my wife on this one. That would have been funny, that would have been like, oh, okay, yeah, you dick, you're going. Because who doesn't want to please their wife or?
Oh well, yeah. I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
And that would have been funny. But she actually is. She's very pretty, and she's actually got a great personality to match.
yeah, I wouldn't attack her. That's, here's the thing. There's fucking idiots on both sides. So
Right.
I mean,
Well, the
we've
left
seen it with
attacks
all
Melania, and they act like she's not super fucking pretty. And I'll tell you this: on the flip side, I think Michelle Obama's pretty. I don't think she's like that. What they say she is, like, oh,
Manly?
is she a man? Maybe, I don't know. But she's not an ugly, unattractive motherfucker. Quentin Tarantino is ugly. Michelle Obama is not like traditionally ugly to me. It's subjective. It's my opinion. But I mean,
Now, for me, I think she's ugly. But
that's subjective.
Yeah. We all got our opinion on it. And she could be a man. I think it's one of the funniest things I've ever fucking thought about. Like people keep bringing it up, and it makes me. Hell, Robert Frank brought it up, man, and it fucking cracked me up when he was talking about I want to back like Mike Obama. Like,
well, here's my thing. If I attack her, and it turns out she's not a man, it's a conspiracy or whatever, which is fine. I will feel bad because I wouldn't want nobody to attack, my Marcy or one of my kids if they looked a little suspicious. So I'm a dad of daughters, so I'm like I got a soft spot. But
I'm the same way. I've got daughter, stepdaughter, shit like that. Now, this is something I was going to ask you about. Did you look at her podcast that she started with her brother?
It's a flop so bad.
But did you look at the comments on those fucking videos, bro?
I didn't,
it is
but
one of the funniest things. The first one I saw was that, hey, it's just two brothers chopping it up. And I fucking laughed my ass off. I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me, man. YouTube, man. I was like, how long is it gonna be before she turns her comments off?
Yeah, that was the article I saw, or not an article, but it was like the rhetoric I saw was like, oh, I can't believe the comments are still on. How much longer until they're off? And that's fine, but I don't tune into it, so like,
that
ain't something I'm gonna watch. Well, apparently nobody is.
I just went and looked at it because of the comments. I had to fucking see it.
Oh yeah.
Because of this asshole's hung up on the goddamn telephone pole. God damn it. AI, man. Something else. Get out and fix this shit. But yeah, I went and looked at the comments. I'm telling you, the first 30 comments were all about being a man and shit. Like John Rocker cracks me up because he
follows me.
He puts up shit. I know. He puts up shit about her pretty much on the daily about her being a man, and it fucking kills me.
Well, here's one of the things is that so Obama and Gavin Newsom. Oh my God, I got money in my pocket. Oh man, Gavin Newsom and Obama are very likable. They're very well spoken.
Right.
Gavin Newsom, oh my God, I would have a beer with this fucking guy. He's a retard, politically.
Yeah.
But as far as like, Charlie Kirk just did a whole thing with him. And people attack Charlie Kirk. Man. Why are you platforming him? Why are you doing this? Well, Gavin Newsom's a likable fucking guy. Just because he's a political retard doesn't mean But
I think Charlie Kirk exposed him, to be honest with you, to being a full of shit.
Well, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Oh, you didn't? Okay,
I saw
he was
clips.
talking about his son.
Yeah, his son likes Charlie Kirk, and he's like, man, you're kind of flipping my son, But that's cool.
Yeah,
I respect that for him even saying that, because he knows, and he's not stupid, he knows that that's going to be weaponized against him. But to be like, hey, man, my kid really likes you. I got a kid that's gay. Tilly's fucking gay. She's 100% gay.
Right.
And people attack me all the time, and I get inboxes, and they're like, you failed. Your daughter's gay. You failed as a parent. You failed as a... Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I can't control who the fuck she's attracted to, dude. If I could, I don't know, it'd be a white Irish guy, but unfortunately, that's out of my wheelhouse.
Well, the good news for you is you don't have to worry about the pregnancy shit.
Right. Oh no, dude. I hope all my daughters.
That was the first thing I thought of when because to be honest with you, they're all confused nowadays. They don't know what they are. Right. Like one minute they're gay and the next minute they're straight, and I don't know. It's weird. Like it's not something like when I was in school or you were in school or you were young. I never fucking thought about that ever.
Uh-uh.
Ever. Never thought about that. And it wasn't because for any reason. It was just because it wasn't a thought that even crossed my mind. You know, it's not even anything I'd ever think about.
Well, I
So-
have eaten lunch with my daughters when they were in middle school. So in elementary school, I eat lunch with my daughters once a month. In middle school, once every 90 days. I go eat lunch with them.
Right.
I'm a helicopter dad at that extent. So when I would eat
Right.
lunch with them in middle school, so everybody at Tilly's table and Marcy's for that conversation
Yeah.
was like, so I'd eat lunch at Tilly's table, and there's 6 girls, and one thinks she's trans, and 4 are gay or bi, and then one is straight. And I'm like, what? You know, they're very
Yeah.
vocal about it. They're like, you know, but it gives them identity. It gives them a uniqueness. And I'm like, dude, you know, you can. So, but anyway, so when Tilly came out to me as gay, now she did this when she was like 9. Kennedy has it on video, or not video, audio. But Tilly came out to her as gay. So, you know, over the years, I'm kind of like, oh, whatever. So when Tilly
Yeah.
told me when she was like, I guess 13, she's like, Dad, you know, I'm gay. And so I told her, I said, look, are you TikTok gay? Are you really gay? Or are you just like, this is a fad gay? She's like, no, Dad, I'm gay. I said, well, you should try to date a boy and see, you know, how you really feel about it. And she did. She took my advice. She dated this boy named Raymond. He's a good kid. And I liked Raymond. And they made it for 6 months. They only held hands. You know, you know, my daughters don't have to lie to me. So they only held hands. Where after 6 months, she broke up with him. And she came to me and she goes, Dad, like, it's not for me. Boys aren't my thing. And I said, okay. I said, it's fine. I don't care. You know.
Yeah.
So the other day, she came home. And it was like, I was up, I was filming. And it was like 8 in the morning. And she come home. She come through the front door because I hear the beeping of the code. And so I'm like, Tilly. And she's like, yeah, it's me, Dad. And I said, well, come up here and talk to me. She comes up. And so she's been broke up with this Raymond kid for, you know, 8 months now or whatever. But she comes up and I was like, you know, Tilly, you know, so you're really gay. And she's like, yeah, Dad, I am or whatever. And I was like, boys do not interest you. She's like, no. She's like, Dad, it's not my thing. She's like, you know, I'm just, you know, it's not me. And so I said, have you ever kissed a girl? And she goes, yeah. She's like, I have. And she had this look on her face where, like, I don't want to know anything else, but she ended up standing up and she goes, I'm done with this conversation type shit. And it's like, so she has all these girls saying that all the time. It's like, I can't really say nothing. And I don't care. Like, she couldn't have a boy stay the night, but her whole loophole is, you know, oh, God, she's over here. Tilly,
Yeah.
I'm talking about you. Can you hear me? Are you okay? You got headphones on? Okay, she's not listening to me. But anyway, she, you know, and I'm cool with that. It's one less
Yeah.
son-in-law I got to worry about or whatever. And so, yeah, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
I told her, I said, when you're
But-
21,
but-
we go
but
Mac
Bass
bitches.
said it. Yeah, but Bass said it. He's like programming. You know. He
True.
just said it in the chat.
Oh, so yeah,
Yeah.
those girls. So Marcy hit me up real quick. It's not a story, but Marcy hit me up. Marcy was like 11, and there was this girl that sat at her table. I'll leave her nameless, but she was trans, and so she had this name she went by, whatever. But Marcy hit me up when she was 11, I think, and I was sitting here. I was right here in this seat, and she goes, I got a text on my phone. She was eating lunch, and she goes, because it was like 11:30, and she goes, Dad, can I tell you something? I was like, yeah, what's up? She goes, I think I might be trans. And I said, miss me with that shit right now. I said, fuck all the way off. That's exactly what I said. So now, and she was like, okay, Dad. You know, I could tell, she thought I was going to be like all accepting. Like, oh yeah, that's cool, you know, because I'm that kind of dad. But no.
Yeah.
So now she's 13, gonna be 14 in August. But I asked her like 3 months ago. I said, "Remember when you came out to me and you were like, Dad, I think I'm trans," and I didn't like nurture that or be like, "Oh yeah, that's so cool," you know. And she gets embarrassed by it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
imagine
that's
if I took her to the realm of like no turning back, like fuck off.
Yeah, so my stepdaughter, when she first moved here to Texas with us, she had all these, she had three girls that were friends of hers, friends, but one of them was, supposedly her girlfriend, this black girl, right?
Mhm.
Supposedly, right? I mean, that's how I took it, you know, and they'd be in the bedroom together or whatever, whatever, hanging out watching TV, whatever, and then, just hanging out, whatever the fuck was going on. So if I bring that shit up to her, she gets embarrassed. She's 16 now. She got a boyfriend.
Right.
So but it goes back to what Vass was saying. It's programming. They think that they're supposed to explore that. Like when we were in school or when we were young, we were never told to explore that.
No.
That's that being with a dude or kissing. And I would never fucking think about that. I mean, just you. But I would never think about that. Like that's just the way it was. And I think I told you about this, but my uncle was I had an uncle who was gay,
Mhm.
and I say was because he killed himself.
Oh.
Yeah, but he was, he was 6'8". He's a tall kid, and the school would always, the coaches would always try to get him to play basketball and shit like that. And, he was more academics. I think he's could read and write and speak 8 languages or something like that. And one day he just fucking cracked. He was like a genius, like borderline genius.
Mhm.
He just cracked. He was on his way to work and stopped on a bridge and fucking jumped off of it. And he was married to a man. He lived in Seattle. He's a really nice guy. He just couldn't handle it. I don't know, whatever it was, he couldn't handle it. But yeah, it's like for me, I would never think of it, but obviously, for him, he was, it was normal, And I never gave him any shit about it. I just give him a hug when I see him. He was always super nice to me. But I mean, I think there are people that are just that way. But I think a lot of it's manufactured now. What I mean?
Now, yeah. Back in the day, no.
Yeah, like
people were that way.
Oh, here's what I equate it to. When I was in school, it was goth. It was like goth kids, or kids that wore like fucked up makeup and were all black and fishnets and shit like that. They were trying to get attention. That was the way I took it, right? And that's the way I look at it now. The only way you can get attention now, you can't go to school and be goth, right? Because nobody gives a fuck. They'll say something or play, or fuck around with you or whatever. But hell, if you're trans or gay, you're popular.
Yeah.
Right? Like it brings a spotlight on you. And a lot of teenagers want attention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's when
Same-
you're that
same
age,
as I
that's
was,
what you
yeah.
want. Yeah, like I acted like a dickhead because I wanted attention.
Yeah, I acted
I
out
treated
same
people
way.
like shit. Yeah, exactly. And that doesn't work anymore. So what do you do to get more attention? Well, you become trans or gay or whatever.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
not saying they're all like that. I'm saying there are certain kids that are really trans or gay or whatever. It's not a high percentage, but it's definitely a percentage.
Well, I committed my robbery and ruined my life because I felt it was cool to point a gun at somebody and take their money, and it was like, oh, I'm a badass. That's all it was. It wasn't. I didn't need
Yeah, you
$10.
just showing out for your friends.
Yeah, $10. I went to
Yeah.
prison for all those years for over $10 because it was cool. That's all that was.
Exactly.
So imagine if trans ideology was around, but well, fuck, I might, been carrying a purse and acting stupid because I was young and impressionable, and that's what it is.
Yeah. But here's the thing now, if you're walking around carrying a purse or dressing like a girl, that's one thing. But if you're cutting off your shit, that's another thing. That's
very
that shit's
permanent. Yeah.
You can play and you can
Explore
you
yourself.
can
You know,
imagine
figure
whatever
yourself
you
out.
want. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine, but you don't let that shit happen. You know, as an adult, any sane adult, you don't let that shit happen. You just say, hey, you know, let's think about this shit. You
Yeah,
know,
take
when
your
you're 18
time.
years old, if
Figure it
it's
out.
still if it's still a thought on your mind, and when you're 18, you really want to do it, that's up to you. You're an adult. You can do what you want to do. You know, I mean, we have the same mindset. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's fucking crazy, man. It's just crazy that adults could get that fucking insane to think, yeah, like when. So I don't know about you, but when I was in high school, for example, or any grade, I never knew my teacher's sexual preference. They never told me.
No.
You, you know what I mean? It's not. It wasn't even. And I never thought about it. I didn't give a fuck. You know, I was just going to school to learn. You know, it wasn't even on my mind.
Yeah.
So, you know, nowadays they tell it, you know, they come out, oh,
Oh, they
I'm
get
gay. You know,
validation from all their
oh, I know,
students.
and it's the same thing that the kids are doing. They're doing it for attention.
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly the fucking same. Oh, you're so brave.
Mm-hmm.
You're so strong. You know. Yeah, it just fucking it's crazy. People are out
Yeah,
of
two of
fucking
my
minds.
teachers, Mr. Farmer was my math teacher or something like that, and then Mrs. Farmer was my science teacher. They were married,
Mhm.
and we knew it. And there was no
Yeah.
thing, you know. That could have been two males for all I give a fuck, and it would have been,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
I know,
nobody
whatever.
gave
But
a shit.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
like, you know, I'm here just to get through the fucking
Not
day.
important. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I remember there was my science teacher. I can't remember her name. I remember her accent. She was from Arkansas, you know, and I was in San Diego. You know, I grew up
Oh
there.
yeah, that's a different
And
accent.
she's from Arkansas, and she was probably 23 or 24. I thought she was the hottest fucking thing there was, you know, because for one, I never heard an accent like that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and you know, she was hot. She's blonde, you know, tan, and you know, moved from Arkansas to San Diego, but she was married, you know, but I wouldn't have known that if I didn't meet her husband. You know, she didn't advertise it. You know, she didn't say I'm married or you know
Mm-hmm.
I'm gay or I'm straight or I'm trans or whatever.
Because we didn't
You
give a
know,
fuck.
yeah, it didn't matter. We didn't give a shit. We were there for a reason, to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, and it's different now. You know, they're not learning the same shit that we learned. You know, the example that I give is the schools out here are a little bit different. You know, like if you're not in the big city, you know, they have all the programs that we used to have when we were kids, auto shop and
Mm-hmm.
you know, woodworking and welding and all that shit. I had all that shit. You know, the only thing they really have in California now is just 4-H. You know, like kids raise animals and you know sell them or whatever. But yeah,
Oh,
out here they have
shit.
all that shit.
I
In
forgot we're
California, they don't
streaming.
have
You
a
can
thing
hear
of
me
that
this whole
shit.
time?
Yeah,
Is this better or no?
yeah. Teachers actually taught back then. Today, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm goth. fucking, fucking Brian. But yeah, you know, it's just a different fucking world. Like I
Same
said,
with the political
it's
thing.
attention. It's all about attention. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
so I grew up in the
yeah,
Cold War. Oh, you did too. And it was like,
yeah.
okay, we had Reagan, we had Clinton versus, you know, we had Al
Mhm.
Gore, we had all kinds of shit that was never brought
Yeah.
up in school. Like, what? Like, political, you know. I gotta hate Clinton or I gotta like Reagan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
none of that. Because we were dumb, we
Well,
were
see,
young. You know, we didn't know any
yeah.
better.
hmm Well, it wasn't even that. It was just you know they didn't push it on you. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? They weren't trying to raise a Democrat or a conservative
Hmm.
or a Republican or whatever. They were trying to educate a kid. You know that was the goal. You know now I think the goal is moved. You know
Yeah.
the goal is let's get as many people who think like we do as we can.
You know what's crazy? Growing up, the generation we did, Gen X and stuff, we had great teachers. Miss Horton was my 5th grade teacher. Miss Carson was my 3rd grade teacher. Miss Barnum was my 2nd grade teacher. We know all our teachers. And I don't know who they fucked or who they voted for, who they prayed to. Nothing.
Yeah.
And that's
well, because
crazy.
I think they weren't allowed to say anything either. You know, the school said, "Hey, you know, you don't talk about your sexual orientation, you don't talk about politics. You're just teaching these kids. That's your job."
Or was it they didn't feel like it was more discipline where they're like, I'm a teacher, like I'm here to, read and write and arithmetic, and rarely did we get personal. It'd be like, there was some downtime in class, like, how many kids do you have? Like, where do you live? What do you drive? That was very exclusive and rare. And nowadays it's like, oh, hey, my pronouns are they, them. I'm in a polyamorous relationship, and you can be. It's just what the fuck. Teach these kids.
Well, here's what it goes back to. It's the evolution of the Department of Education, in my opinion. Carter is the one that started that.
Mm-hmm.
And
76, I think.
Well, it's we went from being number 1 to what are we now, 20 in the world as far as education goes for the kids. They have molded and changed it to be something that it shouldn't be. Like right now, I feel like it's a political tool, for them. The more we can mold these kids and turn them into what we want them to be, the better off we're going to be in 10, 20 years,
Yeah,
it's
you probably saw that meme I posted the other day on Instagram. Maybe you didn't, but it said the worst thing we ever did was allow our government to educate our kids.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Yeah. And and for me, it all goes back to, I can't remember the guy's name, but back in the 80s, there was a Russian, he was a KGB guy, and he had came to, I think he was an asylum seeker that came to the United States, because he was in trouble with the Russian
Is that the one they poisoned?
KGB. I don't remember if they poisoned him or not, but he did do, it's on YouTube, if people just look up KGB.
If it's the same guy, it was like 2004. He was like in a cafe and drank some coffee.
Oh, they kill him or something. Yeah, he had a thick Russian accent. He wore big glasses, and he told a story of how the KGB molded the masses, right? Like, not just the KGB, but just governments in general. If you wanted to weaken a population like, say, the United States, how long it would take. I think he said it would take 30 years to cause the divisiveness and program these people to be against the other half, right? To cause this rift.
Divide and conquer.
And once you start that, and once it's happening, you got it. The enemy government wins. Because you can, and you can see it now with all these idiots drawing swastikas to fucking Teslas. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, if you're anti-Nazi, why would you do that? They're not drawing I hate Nazis. They're putting the Nazi symbol on vehicles.
Bro,
So
the same people that called me a Nazi in 2016, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, they called me a Nazi. You're a Nazi. You're anti-Semitic. I'm never. Now these same people are blocking Jewish people from going to class at college. They're wearing kefir, whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm like, wow, what fucking planet am I on? Dude, this anti-Semitism thing was not a thing 3 years ago.
Yep.
Now they're all Jews bad.
Hell, 10 years ago, the racism wasn't, in the 90s, 80s, 90s, that shit it wasn't even on our minds.
No, not at all.
No. We were just,
we came home from school, and we had Family Matters, we had The Cosby Show, we had Living Color, we had Urkel. Everything was, it wasn't DEI. It was like Living Single. Everything was, it was, this is Martin.
Movies,
You know,
you had Kid and Play and fucking
Oh, yeah.
Eddie Murphy and yeah, man.
They were
Like,
American. It wasn't blacks. It was
Yeah.
just, oh, this is hell yeah, dude. This is great.
We're all in the same gang.
Right.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
exactly.
Nowadays, like we was talking about Coming to America too, is I guess a DI disaster. But back in the
for
day,
sure.
people were actually funny. Def Comedy Jam was the fucking greatest fucking stand-up shit in the world. And it's just
Yeah.
weird these days. So weird. And
Arsenio
I feel
Hall.
awkward. Oh, God, Arsenio.
Uh-huh.
So nowadays it's
Great-
weird.
In
So,
my opinion, great fucking show. You know?
oh, 100%.
Different take. You know what I mean? Like, brought Flava Flav and people you would never have seen
Yeah.
on that show.
That was the Conan O'Brien of my time. It was the entertaining because I was young. And it was like,
Yeah.
oh, who. When he would come out, oh my God, dude, come on. Arsenio was the
He had-
greatest.
Shit, he had NWA when they were separated. You know, Eazy-E.
Yeah.
You know, Ice Cube, and just remember he had the Vanilla Ice on. And,
Yeah,
you know,
Vanilla Ice. He got out of Vanilla Ice. And
Yeah.
it wasn't a black show,
Yeah.
but it was. And there was Showtime at the Apollo. And it was a
Yeah.
black show, but it wasn't. It definitely wasn't DEI. These people were talented. These people were fucking great. Sinbad, Steve Harvey hosted it. And it was just
Yeah.
thing. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it didn't have anything to do with, they were just successful people,
Mhm.
just like anybody else, and nobody gave a shit. We watched it and we enjoyed it. That was that. It didn't have anything to do with, I'm not going to, and, I'm sure there are people, or were people that wouldn't watch it because, they were black, but for me, I didn't give a shit. It was a great fucking show, whatever it was.
Dude, I would stay up till midnight, and I think Showtime at the Apollo would come on after, I don't know, whatever. But Kiki Shepard, Steve Harvey would be like, oh, everybody, Kiki Shepard, and this woman would come out with the longest legs. It was one of my first crushes.
Yeah.
And I just didn't see her as black. It was just like, she's hot.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
Yep.
We'll never get the 80s back. We'll never get the 90s back. It's over.
Well, you got Janet Jackson. You got, what was her name? The cheerleader, the LA Lakers cheerleader. You know what I'm talking about. Paula Abdul. You had.
I never saw her as
it was-
Latina. I never saw Janet
Yeah,
Jackson as
that's what I'm
black.
saying.
I saw him
Yeah.
as woman.
Yeah.
Arsenio
Yeah, it's just
was
a
not a
beautiful
black
woman.
man. He was a man. Danny Glover, they were Bill Cosby. They were just dudes. They were American. They were men. Nowadays, it's like, black representation or whatever.
Oh, no.
I
It's
didn't see
so overblown.
who was Lethal Weapon. Mel Gibson. I didn't see him as white.
Yeah.
He was Mel. God,
Yeah.
we had it, but we had the greatest, and we're gonna die, and it's gonna suck, but we lived in a time where there was men and women.
Best time.
That was kind of like
Yeah,
the
the best
only difference between us.
Mhm. Yep. We
Men
were
and
built
women.
strong.
Mhm.
Yep. Yep.
And there wasn't
Now
even
it's
liberal
everybody's-
or conservative. I didn't know what Bill Cosby
Yeah,
voted
you
for.
didn't even, yeah, you didn't even. Yeah, you didn't know anybody. Yeah, you didn't know who anybody voted for.
Man and woman. That was kind of the
Yeah.
only device.
That was
thing.
it. Everybody was an individual, and you either liked them or you didn't.
Right.
That was it. Yep. Didn't have anything to do with politics. Didn't have anything to do with anything. Their sexual orientation didn't matter. Fucking George Michael. I didn't know he was gay until the '90s.
He could take any bitch he wanted.
Duran. Yeah, he could have. Duran Duran. Who was it? Fuck. There were so many fucking bands that I never thought about. What was that band? The You Spin Me Right Round. Fuck. Yeah, you know what song I'm talking about. I didn't know that was a song about being gay until like the 2000s. Because that's what the song.
You know, the
supposedly
only
the song
thing
is
that was
about.
gay growing up was it might have been a Kentucky thing. I don't know. It might have been a genetics thing. But if you got your ear pierced on the left side. If you had it on your left side, you were straight. If it was on the right side, you were
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was our only beef back in the day.
To this day, I've got 2 piercings on my left ear and nothing on the right.
I've got both pierced now because I'm gay. I started with the right.
And I don't have it. It's funny. The girls were, years ago. The girls were, they were fucking around with earrings or whatever, getting their ears pierced or whatever. I said, "You want me to put that in?" And they're like, "What?" My daughter looked at me like I was crazy. And I put the earring in. She's like, like in shock. Like, "You got your ear pierced?"
Yeah.
Well,
I think
funniest shit.
We probably did it the same way. I did it with ice, rubbing alcohol, and a needle.
Yeah.
And that was the way we pierced our shit.
I did it at a casino in Laughlin, Nevada. I was like 15 or 16, and I went in and I told the lady I want my ears pierced. It was like $6 with earrings, right? And I went in and she said, "Well, you want it in both ears?" I said, "No, just the left." And so she did both of them in the left ear. Yeah, that was the way it was.
We were in our
right, you were gay.
It was our Brian Snyder, Scott Wright, and we all got because we off what we heard. We didn't have Google. It was like you have to use rubbing alcohol, and so we'd burn the needle. After he would use it, we'd burn the needle with a lighter. We had lighters and shit, and we would burn the needle to sterilize it, and put ice on our ears to numb it, and we poke it through, and it was it wasn't like boom instant. Yeah. It took a half hour to pierce our ears, and we put the dangly cross in. I was like, oh, that's so cool. I feel like the daggers from Thresh, and
you were hardcore. It was like a tattoo.
Yeah.
Nobody got fucking tattoos back then.
I sat up. My sister was a hood. Do you remember hoods? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
So back in my day, hoods were people who listened to Guns N' Roses, Def Leppard. They were hoods, and
that was
so
me.
Yeah. So my sister dated these guys, dated this guy Jeff Snyder, and his friend was Andy something. So one night I was 10, bro, and I wanted a tattoo, and they took a coat hanger, a metal one, and they bent it, and they was like, "You want a tattoo?" I was like, "Yeah, I want a tattoo, man." And they're like, "All right, we're gonna hook you up." They lit it red hot, and it was like an L shape. I still got the fucking scar. It's like right around here. They put a cross on me, dude, branded me, and I remember jumping up and being like, "Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah!" And they were laughing. They were drunk in my mom's living room. They were like fucking. They must have been 16, maybe. And I thought they were like old, like, oh, these are, my elders,
You looked up to them, yeah.
Yeah, they were hoods, man.
That's funny.
We grew up different.
Funny. Yeah, it's just the way it is.
I remember the scab.
Now you got 15, 16-year-old girls getting implants and tattoos and lip injections.
It's crazy.
It's like they're not even who they are. Everything's fake.
Mm-hmm.
Their social media accounts fake. Everything's fucking fake. But yeah, it's a fucking different time. That's for sure. The best time, in my opinion. You didn't have the phones and the tablets and shit like that.
It was the best.
I used to fucking walk or ride my bike everywhere. Never got a fucking ride. Kids are so spoiled now. It's not even.
You remember when you were in high school and one of your friends had a car and was like, "Hey, will you take me to this place?" And I'm like, "You got any gas money?" But like, "Yeah, I got like $2.50."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh yeah." It's fucking almost 3 gallons. And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll drive you, 30 miles across town."
Yeah, that shit. I remember in California, it was like when I was 15 or whatever, 14, 15, it was 79 cents a gallon or some stupid shit like that. It was cheap. And California was expensive, of course. But, yeah. It was super fucking cheap. I used to get, I used to eat like shit when I was a kid, but They used to have these, they were called chocodiles. You know what those are?
No.
So it was like a Twinkie, but chocolate covered.
Oh.
And man, I used to get those fucking things at the liquor store, you know, across the street from my house. And they were $0.25 each, bro. You can get $1 and get 4 of those fucking things.
Well, do you remember?
I used to love those.
Do you remember? Okay, this is what I remember, and you're gonna resonate with this. So when I was 10 years old, you know, Living Color, Cult of Personality was big on TV. Headbangers Ball Saturday nights. So my sister was like, you know, 16, and she had a car, and she was like, you know, I'm gonna take you. It was a big deal for me every Saturday night. She was like, I'll take you to the store. I'd have $1, maybe 2, and I would go to the store, and I would get Alexander the Grape, Red Hots, Lemon Heads. Airheads were like 10 cents back then, maybe tops. But I could fill a whole, it was a brown bag. You know, they did paper back then.
Yeah.
Brown bag full of candy. $1, 2 tops, $1.50. Oh my God. And I got to go home. My sister would take me back home, and I would watch Headbangers Ball Saturday nights at midnight, and I had all this candy. That same candy, now, you're talking about 10, 15 bucks each.
$20.
Yeah,
for sure.
Crazy.
Yep. Oh man, I used to love like Chico sticks and fucking.
Yeah.
We used to get those. I don't remember what they were called, but they were like they looked like cigarettes, and you'd blow in them, and the smoke.
And smoke would come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was bubble gum, like inside.
Yeah.
Right?
That little orange
I can't
chip.
remember what they were called. So once in a while, I'll find like one of those old school candy stores. Have you seen those? And
Yeah.
they'll have all that shit. They'll have all that old shit. And
They're
I'll
like
be
a penny
oh, man,
candy store.
Yeah, I gotta get some Chico sticks, and I gotta get some fucking cigarettes, and you know, like just grab the things I remember. But yeah, there's a place near us, but it's not near us. It's probably an hour and a half away that has all that shit, and you know, it's fucking funny though, just to see it. And it's they're like fucking relics because you can't get them anymore. You know, I can't go to the liquor store down here and grab that shit. You know?
Dude, Craig, my mom liked blackjack gum. Dude, no.
Oh yeah, blackjack gum. Yeah.
Ugh. It's black licorice. It's so gross. My mom loved it.
Yeah.
I hated it.
Well, here's the thing. There was only like 2 or 3 maybe different. So I remember Big League Chew.
Big League Chew.
Because, you know, Big League Chew and the Spearmint, you know, the double whatever that was with the twins. Remember the commercial?
Yeah.
W flavor,
double your fun.
Yeah,
Spearmint
fun,
gum.
Yeah, it was like, spearmint gum.
Double mint.
And
That's what it's called.
Yeah, and then they had, oh God, there was something else that they had too. They don't.
There's
I don't
Juicy
think they have it
Fruit.
anymore.
I think it's still got Juicy Fruit.
Juicy Fruit. Yeah, there was like 3 or 4 different types of gum. You know, now you can go in there and there's fucking 20 of them. You know.
Oh, Hubba Bubba. There was bubble gum and there was chewing gum.
Yep. Yeah.
Do you remember
like
the
I said,
A&W flavor? I think it was bubble gum. I don't know if Hubba Bubba made it, but there was A&W. There was like Orange Crush or something. They had these.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then there wasn't there one? It was like a fucking donkey or something, or a unicorn or some shit, like bubble gum. I can't remember what it's called. But it
We
was
had
like a multi-color
Bonkers
one.
growing up. Remember Bonkers?
Oh yeah, Bonkers. Yeah.
The commercials like a big pile of grapes would fall on a woman or a big orange. And they're like, oh, I'm bonkers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, Little Caesars. Yeah, Little Caesars was the shit back then.
Pizza?
Yeah, Bass was just talking about Little Caesars had cheese and sausage. They used to.
Jesus.
Yep.
Sausage. Like a pizza?
Yeah, now they don't. Yeah, pizza. You could go in there and get like a personal pizza. Shit, man, they used to be fucking like nothing. You know, a couple bucks.
Well, they're still like $5.
Back in the day. Yeah, they're still cheap, but it's not the same pizza anymore. It's different. You can, if you want to pull out of there, I'll grab the rest
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
at
powder
100%.
in there. This is the last harvester, right? I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, man, yeah, man, it's fucking just good memories back then, you know.
God,
We used to be able to go to
we
used to be able
would
to go
go
to
to
McDonald's
Pizza
and
Hut.
get cheeseburgers for cheeseburgers for like 25 cents, or hamburgers for 25 and cheeseburgers for 35
Dude,
cents.
Arby's 5 for $5. Those fuckers are like
Yep.
$3 now.
Yep. I'm trying to think of what else there was. I mean, there's fucking the prices were just ridiculous. Oh, Taco Bell. We used to get tacos for a quarter. You know, they'd be a quarter each.
You could eat a Taco Bell for $3, easy.
Fuck yeah! You could. Yeah, I remember in the '90s, my brother and I would go get when Whoppers, Burger King Whoppers were $1. Fuck, man, we'd go get like 5-10 Whoppers and.
Remember
trash those
2
things.
McDoubles? They were like 99 cents each. I think the tops.
Yep. Yeah, man, it was. I remember when the hot apple pies were like a quarter.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Oh yeah.
Chicken
I remember
Littles
when
from
McDonald's
KFC.
used to. Yeah, I remember when McDonald's used to give the seniors free coffee, so the seniors would just roll in. My grandpa used to do it. There'd be like 6 or 7 of them and roll in. They get free coffee. You know, they had a coffee pot right on the counter. Like, yeah, and then they, obviously stopped that. But
Craig
yeah,
said
it's just-
99-cent movie night. Village 8 in Louisville, Kentucky. $1 a movie.
oh yeah,
Village
Yep.
8.
yeah, the
Let's go.
cinnamon toothpicks. Yep, I remember those.
Cinnamon. Oh, remember cigarette loads? You'd put one.
Yeah.
Dude, we would put.
Oh yeah, bazooka. Yeah.
Hey, we would put a cigarette load. They came in a little red and white tin, and they were like the size of a quarter. And dude, me and my brother would get. You get them at a gas station when you check out. It's explosive. And we would take a toothpick and stick them down in my dad's cigarettes. I remember doing this. And my dad would smoke a cigarette halfway through, it would explode in his face. And man, I don't know if these kids realize. I'm not talking about like pop. I'm talking about like boom. Like,
It'd blow up. Yeah.
dude, me and my brother were laughing. My dad, you could tell he was pissed. And he'd be like,
Yeah.
all right. But you could really fuck with somebody's life for 99 cents back in the day at the checkout.
Hell yeah.
God,
Yeah.
things are good.
Oh man, there's so many fucking things, I remember they had when I was in high school, they had this magic shop in town, where you could go buy like, fucking magic shit or magician shit, just little cheap ass shit.
Yeah.
And we bought. I ended up getting some itching powder. one
Oh,
time. We had-
it's like fiberglass
we had-
or some shit. I remember this.
Yeah, it was fucking horrible. So we had this welding class, and there was this kid in there that was just he's just dirty and stinky. I mean, it probably wasn't his fault, and I was kind of mean. It was a little bit of a
No, we had a kid like
But we all
Scotty
were.
Kaufman.
yeah, but we all were like that, right? Like
Mhm.
that's the way it worked. You bullied people.
Yeah, bullying
and
was
it
the thing.
conditioned them for life.
Yeah.
You never heard about somebody killing themselves. In
No,
high school,
and then
ever.
thank you later, like 10 years later, like,
Yeah.
thank you, man. I was such
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah. I remember. Well, anyway, so back to the itching powder. So there was this kid in our welding class, and he was just dirty and stinky, and he's sitting there and his ass cracks hanging out. So fucking, of course, me being a dumbass, I poured the half of the thing of fucking itching powder down his ass crack. He's sitting there welding with a helmet on. He can't see. We fuck with him, and then I think I put the rest of it down his shirt or something. Just fucking dickhead moves. I remember I got at that same store. I got a couple of stink bombs. You remember those?
Oh,
things?
yeah. I thrown them on the elevator
And we
like
had
10 years
We
ago.
had a brand new junior high school. It was the first year that it opened, and this school had they had a separate locker room for the girls and boys with a teacher in each one. And I remember I ran into teacher wasn't in his office. I ran in the room and threw that fucking stink bomb and blew it up, and that whole place just smelled like an asshole, right? And I remember this fucking kid. I can't remember his name, but I remember this kid snitched on me, and I wanted to beat the shit out of this kid, because it was funny. It was like, man, we're gonna get out of fucking, we won't have to sit in the you know, we won't have to go in and change, and we'll get out of doing PE today, you know, and shit like that.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody laughed about it, but there was this one fucking ass kissing kid that had to fucking snitch on me, and I'm pretty sure I got suspended for that shit for a day or two. Yeah, it was fucked up.
Dude, I used to torment, like, I mean, illegally torment this kid, Sean Donahue. And there's a few kids, and I made amends to a lot of them. So this kid, Sean Donahue, dude, I used to, like, it's bad. And so I used to torment this kid. And it ate me up all my life. So, like, 3 years ago, 2 years ago maybe, I went live about this. I talked about it. And I made a post, and I was like, man, there's this kid I used to torment in 7th and 8th grade, Sean Donahue. A cop reached out to me. He's like, you know, Louisville, Kentucky? I was like, yeah. He's like, Carruthers. I don't think he had school, but he gave me a number. I called the number, and the guy answered. And I said, hey, is this Sean Donahue? And he's like, yeah, it is. And I said, hey, man, I know this is a weird call, weird conversation, but I said, you know, I'm trying to make some amends before I die. And I said, man, I used to pick on you in school. I said, you went to Carruthers Middle School, right? He was, I did. And I said, man, I said, listen, I used to torment you. And I said, my birth name, you know, my name is Tony Short. And he got quiet. I heard him go like a little small gasp, and he said, no, I don't remember you. Dude, he 100% remembers me. Your mind didn't block that out. And I was a piece of shit to this kid. And I said, okay. I said, that's fine. I said, listen, I'm very sorry for the way I treated you. And just I went on and on about my apology, and then I said, you know, how you doing? You know, what's life like? You know, whatever. He's got like 2 or 3 kids and a wife, and you know, oh God, I used to torment this kid. And dude, if I saw him in a bar, I'd be like, Sean, you got 10 seconds to beat the shit out of me. Just go ahead and whoop my ass, dude, on camera and live stream it, because I just tormented this kid. He didn't deserve it, but I did it because he was, I don't know, but it,
I got stories too, man, like that. Like there was this kid, his name was David Collins, right? He was same age as me. He's a little guy though, you know, a small guy, and he had beautiful fucking hair, bro. I don't know if you remember, but back in the 80s, they'd have like helmet head, right? Like,
They kind of bring it back out.
Like the silkiest, smoothest fucking hair, and I'm chewing gum behind him, right? And of course, I'm an asshole, right? And I've known this kid since I was probably 4 years old, 5 years old, you know, and we're in junior high school or freshman in high school, I think. And you know, me being a fucking dickhead, you know, I put gum in his fucking hair, bro. And all I could do was cut it out. And like I said, he had beautiful fucking hair. Well, so I'm dating this girl, you know, years later. I'm probably 30 years old, dating this girl from, you know, we're in a town probably 30 miles away or 15 miles away from there. And I guess she'd mentioned my name to this guy that she knew that was a sheriff. It was fucking him. He was David Collins. He was a fucking sheriff in this town that I was working in. And I was like, oh, fuck. You know, and she's like, well, I mentioned your name to him, and he said he knows you. And I'm like, oh, shit. You know? I was like, now I'm going to get pulled over one of these days, and fucking payback's coming, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
There was this girl. I'm not proud of this. Ann Barnes was her name, and she was different. And dude, one time I jumped up in the hallway. She was walking. I'm not proud of this. And I jumped up and I kicked her in her back. She was like heavy set and just autistic kind of. I'm a piece of shit, dude. It is what it is.
Yeah.
And I did. So when I went to prison, I got out of prison, that shit weighed on my mind. And I was like, man, I gotta really fix some shit. And I was checking out at Kroger one time, and she was the bag girl. They were bagging shit up.
Oh,
And I stopped and I grabbed
yeah.
her and I said, Ann, I said, I'm very sorry for the way I treated you in high school. And she was like, okay, whatever, da da da. And I actually looked her up like 7 months ago. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
dude, what a winner! What a winner! And what a loser I was, and still kind of am. But just a winner. And she's a cat lady. She is who I was picking on. But what a fucking winner she is, and what a piece of shit I was, and I just tormented her. And what a
Yeah.
but I dealt with so much at home, man, with my
Yeah,
life.
like you had to vent somehow, and you, it was the same for me. Like if I treated somebody like shit, like it made me feel better about my situation, I guess. Yeah, like
Right.
there was this girl. She was a goth girl, right? She, like I was talking about earlier, and she's doing it for attention, and I don't know, man. We were in. It was like some home ec class or something. I think I was a freshman or a sophomore, and I don't know. We started kind of picking on each other, and like if I see something wrong with you, like I'm gonna call it out. Like if you fuck with me, like I'm gonna fuck with you, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So she said, I can't remember what she said to me, but I looked over at her, and one of her tits, bro, had like fallen out of the bra, and it was like kind of hanging down. I think it was the right one. And in front of the whole fucking class, I said something like, well, I'm not the one sitting here with one titty hanging down. Like some shit like that.
That's
And she
funny,
started
though.
crying. It was funny. But she started fucking crying, man. And I felt so bad, but I couldn't show it, because, I'm trying to fucking get attention,
Hmm.
right? Like I couldn't show that I, like I felt bad for calling it out. But I did, I mean, it was what it was. But man, I felt like shit after that, bro.
Bro,
Oh my
I
gosh. And
was.
I have no idea what her name was, and I didn't even know her name at the time. And you know what's crazy is she probably liked me, and that's why she was fucking with me. And I was a teenager, and I didn't understand that. Because like when you like somebody in school, you know what I'm talking about. Like you fuck with
Yeah,
them,
yeah.
and then like I don't know what it is about that, but that was what I used to do. I'd fuck with somebody. If I didn't fuck with you, it's like you are now, or like I am now. If I didn't fuck with you, I didn't like you.
Well,
You know what
bro,
I'm saying? Whether
I
you're a boy or a girl.
I was in the eighth grade at Carruthers Middle School, and I was in gym class, and there was this girl named Jackie Givens, and I'm really not proud of this, and I think this is why God gave me daughters. I really 100% do. So I was in gym class. Jackie Givens walked around with this heavyset girl, and she was a good kid. They were both good kids, and this girl, I shouldn't even admit this, but this girl started her period and was embarrassed. She was crying. This is a 100% true story because this gets even deeper. She was crying, and she had started her period, and she had a jacket wrapped around her waist, and it was, no pun intended, it was blood in the water. And I was like,
Hmm.
oh, it made me feel so much better about myself. And I was like, oh, you started your period. I went on to, I humiliated this girl. I humiliated this girl. And
Yeah.
she cried and walked around, and Jackie was like consoling her. And so in 2000, like 13, 14, I looked up Facebook because I felt so, it weighed on me, it kept me up at night. So I looked up Jackie Givens on Facebook, and I said, man, I said, Jackie, do you remember me? I'm Tony Shork. I went to Carruthers Middle School. She's like, yeah, I remember you, whatever. And I said, man, one time, y'all were in the gym. It wasn't just this one time, but this was the main time. And I said, man, I
Yeah.
fucking went at your friend, about this. She started a period in class. I got 5 fucking daughters, man. And so I said,
Oh man.
I know. And if one of them had this happen and they got made fun of, what am I going to say? So anyway, I said, I'm very sorry to your friend. Do you still talk to her? She goes, yeah, we still talk. And I said, would you extend my apologies and say, anything I could do to make it better? I'm so sorry. I said, I was feeling so much at home. So I kind of went to this thing where I was like, it made me feel better. It makes no sense. But I was like, I was going through this shit. She reached out to her. She got back to me. And this is very fair and very good. And so I ended up messaging her like 3 weeks later because I didn't hear nothing back. And I said, hey, did you ever get hold of your friend? Extend my apologies. I'm sorry. She goes, I did. I said, did she accept my apologies? She goes, she didn't respond.
Oh.
Deserved.
Yeah, definitely.
God,
Yeah.
we were
Yeah.
pieces of
I've
shit.
been there too, man. I was fuck, man. It was fucked up. But it had to do with the way your life was going. Like I said, it's I don't know. I don't know what it is about that, but having a fucked up life or dealing with shit at home that makes you want to fuck with people, but it definitely does.
Yeah, I was bullied too, but the way I was bullied by Rick Lampkin and all these other people, I know these people by name, it was traumatic to some extent,
Yeah.
but I'm more ashamed of, I got bullied for a reason, and like Rick Lampkin, like
Yeah.
somebody that has, I've seen him since, and I'm kind of like, and inherently, I don't say it, but inherently I'm like, I get it. But no, the people that I bullied did not have it coming. It trickled down, and it was God.
Yeah.
I was the worst. I was the worst.
Yeah, I don't think I don't remember getting bullied. Maybe when I was a freshman, I did, but I don't remember getting bullied because I would, like if somebody fucked with me, I'd just fight them and kick the shit out of them.
Well, I didn't get bullied as much as I did bullying, and I wasn't
Yeah,
that good. Like, I was scared. I was a coward. I was rough.
Yeah.
I grew up in different places, but like, if some real formidable motherfucker walked up on me, I was a bitch. I was a complete bitch, and for good reason. And then when I would bully people, I was a bigger bitch. I was just a piece of shit. And that girl that had her fucking period in fucking gym class.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, I was a bitch. That's how much of a bitch I was. That's who I went
remember
after.
the first time I remember the first time I saw something like that. It was at that junior high where I threw the stink bomb, and this Mexican girl had her period, and we all had to wear the same clothes for PE, like like shorts and a t-shirt, and she was wearing shorts, and man, there was blood all over her legs and shit, and I didn't know what was going. I was, fuck, I had 2 brothers. I didn't know what the fuck that was. I thought something was wrong with her. But yeah, no, I'm with you, man. It was I don't know if it was like a coping mechanism or whatever. I just made fun of people because I wanted to make fun of people. I think maybe it was to get attention. I don't know.
Well, there was some
yeah,
fundamental
I used to fuck with people
bullying.
a lot.
It was like
Yeah, normal
hardcore
shit.
roasting. But there's some shit I did that was
Yeah.
pretty diabolical and like, oh god.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm like, man, my life's turning out pretty good. I'm in a big house. I pray. I'm close. I feel like I'm close to God, but I say, why? Of all the people you could have blessed or gave an avenue to, what the fuck? What piece of shit am I to have 5 beautiful daughters that are healthy? They should all have cancer right now. Like, what the fuck am I even doing? They should be dying in my arms, withering away, and I should suffer the most emotional, It is true. It's true.
But here's the thing for me, and I don't know if it sounds like it's the same for you. I feel like I owe it. I gotta pay somebody. You know what I mean? Like I gotta do good things to make amends for that shit. You know, like even if I'm not doing them to the people that I fucked with,
Right.
you know, I'm helping somebody else or whatever. You know, like it makes me feel like I kind of redeem myself a little bit when I help people that I normally, you know, I wouldn't, you know, had I
Right.
not had those situations happen. You know, had I
Well,
not
here's
felt
my
bad about
thing.
the things I said or did.
I feel like I've cleaned up a lot of shit as far as like I've taken I've done some good shit or whatever, but I feel like the
Yeah.
people that I harmed, really harmed, dude. Like fuck the guy I pulled a gun on. Fuck people that I fucking you know robbed or did whatever. They were in the game. They it was, the innocent people
Yeah.
that I just fucking humiliated and
Hmm.
I deserve something bad. I really do. And when it happens, I'm gonna be like,
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be like, oh well, maybe I deserve that. Yeah.
100%. Oh, so one time I went to this bar. So when I was a kid, one time, this guy's dead now. Jacob Tuman, he had a brown Cadillac, and we would. This is stupid, but you'll get it. We rode around for a few nights, and we would jump out with hammers and baseball bats and just beat the shit out of somebody's car, bust all the windows out, bust all the headlights, bust everything, random, and we got a kick out of it.
Yeah.
And so one night, somebody had done that to my Jeep. I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee before I had kids. It had a $1,500 system. I thought it was so cool. Had 100 spokes on it. I know it's kind of crazy for a Jeep, but it was a cool car. Somebody stole my stereo, bust my windows out, and I was not mad. I didn't care, and I was like, "What goes around, fucking comes around, man."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, who deserved that more than me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not
Yeah,
care.
I feel that way. I feel, I feel that way too, man. Like I've done a bunch of dumb shit, but I mean, fuck. I can't do anything about it now. I mean, if I saw the people the thing is, I would never recognize them anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, one
But
question I get
all I
sometimes.
can do is try to do better, you know.
Right. One question I get sometimes, they go, man, and you hear this all the time. They say, man, do you have any regrets? And some people say, and you've heard me say this probably before, they say, do you have any regrets? And people's like, no, I don't have any regrets because I wouldn't, be who I am right now, if I didn't have.
Yeah.
Man, let me tell you something. I got a lot of regrets. And
Yeah.
I could be the man I was 30 years ago. And one of my things is, man, if you don't have a lot of fucking regrets, like just a tremendous amount of regrets, there's no growth. I could be the
Right.
man I was a long time ago if I understood regret. Ah,
Yeah.
rough life.
Vass was saying he called a girl at a meat market when we were in second grade because she was fat. He said he feels terrible about it.
Shut
Yeah, man. Like I said, it was a coping thing for like I think it was just the way we dealt with what was going on in our lives or whatever. Like I don't know. Maybe I felt bad and I wanted somebody else to feel bad too.
Right.
Maybe that was what it was.
When I was in second
Yeah.
or third grade, there was this girl that lived up the street. Me and my mom, it wasn't good. So we lived in my aunt's basement, Aunt Debbie. And there was this girl that lived up the street, and I hate to keep like bringing up all the like self-loathing shit, but there was this girl. She lived up the street. She was retarded, like 80s retarded, not like autistic and I'm gay or whatever. She was retarded.
Yeah, not fake. Yeah.
Yeah, and my cousin, who was my aunt's daughter, Holly, used to hang out with her, and her name was Jody. And I jumped up on my mom's station wagon and was going, Jody is retarded. Jody is retarded. I got in big trouble. Over this, but who the fuck was I?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hate my past. Piece of
Yeah,
shit.
man. But you can't do anything about it now, but you just try to be better, make up for it.
True.
That's the way I look at it. I did some dumbass shit. I remember one time, this was fucking horrible, man. And I think about it. So, and I laugh about it because, I mean, it is kind of funny, but it's fucked up, So I lived in Bullhead City, Arizona, which is on the border of Laughlin. It's the Colorado River kind of borders it. So in Laughlin, they have casinos. I don't know if you've ever been there, but they have casinos. It's kind of like a mini Vegas type of thing, but they're river, like river themed casinos. Well, anyway, me and my buddies are over there, and I'm trying to show off for my buddies, and I see this car, man, and it's an old station wagon, and the seats are all torn up, and you can see the fucking foam, popping out of the seats. And I had a book of matches on me, right? I know where this is going. And I said, hey, yeah, you know where it's going. I said, hey, when we leave, remind me to look at that car, So we get ready to leave, and that car's still there. Somebody was over there gambling. They were broke as fuck. They had nothing, probably no insurance, nothing to their name, whatever. I probably shouldn't admit this on YouTube, but anyway, I took that fucking book of matches when we left, and I flicked, how you grab a match and flick it off the striker. I flicked a match in that car, and we left, right? Didn't think anything of it. I thought, maybe it'll burn, maybe it won't. We get across the river on the other side, and I can hear the fucking sirens, and I could see flames from across the river. That fucking car burnt to a fucking crisp.
No, I agree with this.
I was the one that lit that shit on fire.
This is good. Nah, I mean, you said it's a station wagon, right?
Yeah, it was an old 70s wagon or something. Oh, I felt like shit, bro. That is not a good thing. No, but now, I think about it now, and I'm like, man, that was probably a family's fucking car. They can't get the kids to school. Shit like
good.
That.
That's cool.
Well, hey, here's the way I look at it. Maybe they won some money and they bought a new car anyways.
Maybe it was fully insured. People with the fucking...
Maybe the dude was a fucking alcoholic and fucking didn't even know his car burnt. I mean, I don't know.
You know what? It's not our problem.
It was fucked up. Yeah, not my problem anymore. Unless somebody hears about this on YouTube.
I'm with it. No, I like that. Keep them guessing, Come out of the casino and you're like, oh my god! What the fuck?
My car's on fire!
No.
Well, here's the thing. They probably didn't even, the fire department was probably there and they had to find them. You know what I mean? Let me turn this fucking thing in. Oh my gosh, man. I think about it all the time. Like, man, what a dick move that was.
Nah, I think you did the right thing.
Burnt their car.
Don't beat yourself up. Don't beat yourself up. He probably walked out and was like, oh my god, Brenda, do you remember when I put the fucking full coverage on this motherfucker? This fucking, 79 fucking grand. What were they saying that, the Grand Family Wagon or some shit?
Vacation, yeah, the Grand Family Wagon.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh man, this is worth like $2,000.
Or what if the fire department didn't know that there was a match that got flicked in it? Maybe the fucking match burnt and they couldn't tell.
Matches. You don't see matches anymore. Maybe you go to the bar and there'll be a bowl full of matches.
Yeah.
I can still light
Do
one
even
with
have them
one
in bars
finger.
anymore?
Nah,
I think
you don't
there
see
is.
matches.
I think there's. Yeah, I think down the street there's matches in this bar that I go to very randomly. I try not to go there, but
my dad used to light a
likes to
match.
go.
He would light a match and he would let it sit and then he'd bring it back. And I'd say, "Why do you do that?" And he goes, "The sulfur." He's like, "You don't want to inhale that, whatever." But he'd burn them. He'd take a match and then he'd light a cigarette. I don't know. I thought it was weird.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. I never did it. My dad used to carry a Zippo because he used to haul gas. He was a truck driver, so he'd haul those big gas tankers. And if you drop a Zippo, it wouldn't spark, because the cover was closed.
Yeah.
But if you had like a Bic, you could drop it and it could spark. So he'd always, he had this thing where he'd always carry a fucking Zippo. just in case. All right, so this field is all
Yeah, we're about
it's
done.
it's all done, ready to go, and then I'm gonna go turn in that last trailer real quick, and then all of our crops are turned in. All the fields are clear. Yeah, yeah, man, I feel bad about that one. Like I said, I was in high school at the time, but man, I kind of feel bad about that
Fuck their
fucking
car. I'm serious. Fuck their car.
I know, man, I know, but man, it was a beater too. Like it looked like it barely ran, and they left. Okay. Other thing is they left the windows down.
Yeah, they
You
fucked
know,
up.
yeah, they fucked up. They didn't know there was this diabolical asshole with a
It's
fucking
gonna
book of matches.
set your station wagon on fire.
I was gonna burn their fucking life savings down.
I think you did the right thing. It sounds fucked up, but I'm with it.
Oh man. Yeah, and like I said, just going across the bridge and looking over and seeing this big ass fucking blaze, I was like, oh my god. I wonder how many other cars burnt. I mean, there was a whole bunch of shit. went through
Hopefully
my
all
mind.
of them.
Parking lot full of 300 cars. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. But who would have thought, right? Like that the foam in the seat would catch on fire, right? I mean, come on. What are the chances?
Yeah.
Just a little match.
They shouldn't melt.
you know?
They shouldn't, like, burn.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it goes back to the attention thing and the bullying and all that shit. If you think about it, like I was doing it for attention, so my buddies would be like, "Oh my god, man, what'd you do?"
Right.
Yeah. Luckily, I didn't get put in fucking jail for that one. Arson, man, that's that's kind of fucked up. But I guess we all got lucky that we didn't get caught for shit.
Yeah, we did.
Yep. All right, man. I'm gonna dump this, and then I think I'm done. So it's 1:30 your time.
Yeah. Oh, God, it's 1:30.
Yeah. So let's get some expeditions tomorrow.
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
want to play?
Oh, fuck yeah.
We'll do it. I got my machine all set up so I can host the stream,
Yeah.
and then you can just start the game. We'll just
Yeah,
keep
as
playing
long
it.
as I got my audio, we're good.
Yeah, we'll get it. I think it's all set up. So
I think I'm
we'll
gonna stick
find out
around and get
tomorrow.
this set up for harvest. Like, some point we were gonna
Okay.
jump out of the game.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go drop this trailer off, or I'll drop this off at the farm, and then I'll jump off. Oh shit.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Oh, we still got to do field 2. It still needs to be cultivated. You want me to do it real quick?
Yeah, if you don't mind. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll knock it out real quick. I think this field 2, 3, and 4 are already planted. It looks like.
Yeah, 'cause when we
Or
sleep,
3,
we
4, and
get
5.
all that shit on the sugar mill, yeah?
Yeah, it's gonna take a few times of sleeping, but yeah.
A few times of sleeping.
Yep, I think 2 or 3 times to get it all out of there, because I think it's however many liters at a time it spits out. But you're gonna have to sleep anyway because you're gonna plant all this shit. So that works out. I'll go do this number 2 field. Oh, fucking tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. Hell yeah. What do you mean, am I allowed back? Vast is asking if he's allowed to play.
Oh, what did you say?
He said, am I allowed back? I don't know what he's talking about.
I thought you was
He
taking
said, I
a
wish I
break.
could run these fields. Yeah, you just said you weren't going to be able to play earlier. I
Mixed
didn't know you wanted
signals.
to play. Yeah, dude. And
Little
you don't have
gamers.
to ask me. Just fucking request to join.
Yeah, we got it set up. I think it is set up for.
No, I think it's 2. I think you set it up for 2 players.
Then that's
But I'm
on
gonna
me.
get off, so I'm gonna get off so he can jump in.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
I'll leave this. Vast, I'll leave this for you. I'll leave this machine for you. All right, Emery, I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Later.
Oh, okay. Well, it was set to 2 people. That's coming. What field is this? Okay, it's gonna do this. That's a field. This could be done. Okay, that's where he left. Alright. That is. Hold on now. Growth. Getting there. I need that fucking field to be done. So what I'm in is I've gotta get this cultivator. Oh, it's down here. I thought we should buy Game Boys. Shut up. Alright, that's a cultivator. That's a seeder, which is being done by that. Where grab this? Fuck. Alright, let's get this cultivator. So that's 2 we gotta run to. Man, that guy's running. That's a seeder. That's a seeder. Alright. It's got a ways to go. That's fine. Because this is already done. Yeah? Yeah, that's done. Yeah, alright. We gotta get this one. Shit. Man, what the fuck is this? That's a cultivator. Alright, we're gonna do 2 cultivators. Fuck, I thought I had a seeder on this motherfucker. Alright, let's do this. Brian, what's up? Can't see. What's up, Lou? Shut up. Hold on. Let's get these all ready for fertilizer. We'll do it tomorrow. I know. I think I'll fertilize them. That's fine. Let's get them all ready, cultivated, and all that shit. There we go. I cannot see. Whoa. Yeah.
Alright, cool.
What you doing?
Doing shit. I mean, I'm literally like watching the stream, and I feel like I did something wrong the last time I talked to you, and I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
Anything wrong?
I don't know, man. Like when you got back from Florida, we talked for a little while, and I was drunk as shit. Oh wait.
What'd you do wrong?
What?
What'd you do wrong?
I don't know, man. This soccer ball has been sitting up here for this
Yeah.
whole time.
That's our soccer
Fucking my
ball.
heart up. It's our soccer ball. Dude, the farm looks great. That's all I gotta say about that. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little low.
A little low.
Yeah, a little low. Oh my god, this fucking...
Huh.
Can you hear me?
Your mom can hear me.
Speak... Do it a little louder on the mic.
I'm sitting on the toilet
There you
and I'm
go.
taking the shit. I'm gonna get your ass all in my clit. I'm gonna fuck your mom in the tit. Is that working?
Yeah, I like that. That was a hard-ass freestyle.
Oh shit, you have no clue, bro.
That was pretty good.
I'm slapping my ass on top the toilet. I'm gonna fuck mom.
Nah, keep going.
No, sorry. No.
Why? That was good.
I don't know, man.
I like it.
Dude, the rap shit you did, that one video, oh my fucking god. I must have crapped my pants at least twice. Well, you were doing like this dead face look at the camera, and you're just like doing these freestyle raps for with people's names or whatever. The video that I posted a long time ago, you put up. Oh my god! I'm so stupid. Anyway, dude, you were just like, well, what the fuck were you doing? You were like, look at me, I'm gonna fuck your ass and the shit in your tits and.
That couldn't have been me. That doesn't sound like me.
Help me out, man. Help me out. You know this.
It doesn't sound like me.
You
I'm a very
you
upstanding
rap-
citizen.
you rap people's names. That's what it was. There's a few people that rapped your name or whatever, or their name. You had to rap their name for some reason, and fucking dude, that shit was.
Doesn't sound like me.
I don't even. You don't even.
Oh, this is almost done. I'm gonna bring this over there.
I'll send you your own video. So what am I doing here? What am I doing? I'm just like rolling around this farm.
Where you at?
I don't know, at the farmhouse.
Oh, I'm gonna finish this little field over here. Number 2. So I'm gonna do. And I'm going to sleep once or twice. I'm gonna fertilize this shit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I don't know what it is, dude. I just can't stop running around your farm.
Oh, this sugar beet. Oh my god, I probably fucking made corn. Sugar beets. Oh my god, I made corn, I guarantee it. How do I see what I've done? I fucked up. I don't want corn, man. What is this? Sugar beets. Okay. Okay, maybe I'm good. Maybe I'm good. Is that us? What is this? Alright. I'm going
I don't
to...
know what the fuck I'm doing. You gotta tell me what to do. You probably already did, but I don't remember.
Alright, I'm gonna take this over here. How you say that? Yeah. And I can send these harvesters back. We're harvested, right? I think Dave already sent them back. Let me check.
The 6% fertilized.
Yeah. What do we say? Hold on. Vehicles. Leasing costs. Yeah, he sent them back. Good. You want to take this one and go fuel it up? Maintenance? Whoops.
Is that my job?
If you want to. It's up to you.
Alright. I can do that.
What is that? Growth. Oh my god, this is gonna take for all of ours. Alright, let me see real quick. I don't have anything. How you say it?
Remember when in the 80s we never had to leave our doors unlocked?
Nah,
Our doors were always unlocked.
100%.
We didn't have to worry.
No home invasions. That's crazy.
No, you never thought about shit like that, period. You can go to bed easy at night, knowing your door was open. That's crazy.
Doors were unlocked so we can get inside. You know, as kids, our parents would leave the doors unlocked.
Exactly.
Oh, this is gonna be
You
so
didn't have to
good.
worry about that shit, you know? Today, it's like you can live in a great neighborhood or, you know, have a great job. It doesn't matter what you're doing in your life. There's always going to be people out there to fuck you. Fucking hate that shit. Alright, do I have to get out of the truck to repair this thing? Alright. Repair 1,000. Everybody's like, yeah.
No, I got one more cigarette, one more beers. But I've got this sugar beets.
I wish I could show you the farm that I've been working on, dude. It's pretty badass. But it's got a bunch of mods and shit like
Much gay.
that. Yep.
gonna fucking see this up, bro. Oh, my phone's gotta be going dead. Oh, it is. I have no text messages. Weird. Money is depleted. I have no money.
Dude, I literally thought I was gonna really, really, really bad chest shit going on. I really thought I talked to a nurse in fucking Ohio that's friends with a friend, blah blah blah. To the hospital. I didn't go because in my head I was thinking I just pulled a muscle or something. Been doing some stressful shit, whatever. Okay. Long story short, Henry's like,
What'd you say? I can barely hear you. Oh, fuck.
that's all good, man. Don't worry about me. I'll shut up.
Now I can hear you.
I'm talking into the microphone. Yeah. So I had a rough couple of chest days. I thought I was gonna die.
For what?
Thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Your chest was hurting?
It was. Oh yeah.
What'd they say?
Nobody said anything. I never went to the hospital. People had told me to go to the hospital and never did.
Bro, you gotta go to the hospital. Come on. We're not young.
But everything's fine right now. I mean, like, I worked all day today on an apartment that I'm painting and shit like that, whatever. I'm doing a bunch of shit, but I don't feel any pain. The last couple of days, I stepped away from it. I was just like, I'm going to lay in my bed, and that's that, whatever. And today I woke up and all the pain was gone, and I worked all fucking day. But I don't even work. Dude, I'm gonna shut up.
Why?
Because I feel like I don't belong on this stream at all. I'm retarded.
I feel like you belong on the stream. What are you, gay?
Nah. You need Bobby on here.
Bobby's a gay.
Yeah, but everybody loves Bobby. He's funny. He's got a good personality. I'm retarded.
Oh, man. Hold on. Hold on. I'm seeing this.
It's like you and I talked the other night when you got back from Florida, and I don't remember half the shit you were
I can't hear you. Get up to your mic.
Hello?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Alright. I said, like, when you got home from Florida, you and I talked for, I don't know, 20, 30 minutes after the stream or whatever and shit, and I was just like, I don't remember what we fucking talked about. I was so drunk.
What the hell does that even mean?
I have no idea. Shut up, dude. I mean, I'm seriously trying to...
Who is that? Is that you?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I'm
So
running
take
this
it,
farm.
take it. Who is that? Take it back, or like back up. Who is it? Here I go with this.
Where are you? fuck is going on?
Look at that. Seeds, sugar beets.
Oh shit, you got a couple. Okay, you got a couple of things. Do you want me to help you out?
Are you in that one?
I'm gonna work on it. Hold one sec. I know it's not letting me get into it. Alright, hold on. Alright, so we're seeding, correct? Correct?
Yeah, this is our last field, number 2. Yeah, pull that out of the way. Yeah, keep going, keep going. Keep
No,
going.
I have to finish this over here because it's been neglected for a long time.
Hold on, but don't back up, don't back up. Alright, you're good.
Oh shit!
You're good. Alright, grab this last little swipe. How do they say that? My plans, oh my god.
Alright, what little? Are you talking about over here?
Shit.
Tractor out of my way,
My seater's not even on. Dude is correct.
dude. I'm so like trying to get shit done. You're fucking it all up. Alright,
Don't do it
so,
right. That's that shit
alright,
balls.
over here.
That's that shit balls. How you know that? That's old school.
What happened?
Tilly, it's a long story. Southside shit balls. One day I brought Tilly home. Tilly was 6 or 7. This guy's been down for a long time. So Tilly, I brought upstairs and I said, Tilly, I'm mad at you. She's like, why? I said, dude, I know everything you've been doing. She's like, what? I was like, so I pressed her. And I was like, you've been in this gang called the Southside Shitballs. And she's like, Dad. So she was like cool about it. So we started a gang sign. So this guy knows Southside Shitballs is this. I got t-shirts. I got temporary tattoos with Southside Shitballs. And so the fact that that guy, yeah, you go way back. The fact that he knows the Southside Shitballs. So we got a gang sign, like, way back. And yeah, Southside Shitballs, Tilly. Where is Tilly? I love that kid. She's actually on the couch.
Is it her that you say that she's gonna be in prison, or is it Marcy?
That's Tilly. Tilly's going to prison. Marcy, no.
Going to prison.
Marcy rides motorcycles. She got a 250. She's kind of a badass, man. She's pretty cool.
She's a badass, man.
Yeah. Tilly's a fucking piece of shit. Tilly's going to prison.
What am I doing? I'm literally cruising around town with a fucking cultivator or toy extended.
No, you're good. Did you leave here? Oh, you did.
Dude, I am like a total retard down by the river right now. I'll be over there in a second.
No, you're good.
I like exploring.
Oh, as soon as I do the swipe, I gotta go to bed. Or not go to bed, but I'm gonna go upstairs. Dude, these kids are fucking stupid.
Dude, I give you all kinds of credit, man. I really do. You got a house full of fucking a bunch of people, and you're finding your time to fucking chill. I love that.
I hate these kids. I don't have nothing to eat. What am I gonna eat tonight?
I have some steak.
You know what? My girlfriend has turned me on to sirloins. They're cheap. They're very
There's nothing
fucking
wrong.
good. Now everyone's like ribeyes, New York strips, fillets.
Dude.
Sirloins are very fucking great.
The sirloins that I have, the Angus sirloins.
Yeah.
Fucking, I have it, dude. Walmart special. It is amazing fucking food.
Yeah,
There's no bullshit that comes with it. It's good meat cuts.
it's
You know, you
dense. It's like meat. It's like what you
And it's
want.
worth the money.
I don't want fat. I want meat. And those are really good. So yeah, my girlfriend's got me turned on to them.
Dude, I actually have some thought out right now, and what I usually do is I wake up in the morning and I fucking cook it up in an air fryer and make macaroni and cheese, and then I mix the two together, and that's my whole life. Emery's like, yep.
No, you're
I'm
good.
that, bro.
Look at this. So these are the people I gotta worry about. These. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking womp this out. Oh, look at this. What's that? Oh, I couldn't cultivate it.
You probably told me what to do, and I completely forgot.
Hmm? What did you
said to
say?
Cultivate two, right?
Oh no, I'm good now. Look. Everything's ready to go. Yeah. Take us over here. That's done.
Man, sirloin is amazing.
Yeah, sirloin's
it
a good
depends
fucking
on how
good.
you cook it.
Right.
I mean, like, I use 1836, I use Dale sauce, and an air fryer. And I'll tell you what, the best steaks I ever had in my life. Period.
Yeah, if you can't get a sirloin, you have no business making steaks. Make sure I have nothing. How you say it? Vehicles. Anyways, I'm gonna go over here and sleep a couple times until I gotta fertilize. You good?
Yeah, I'm just running around the farm. I'm running everything again.
We'll do one more sleep. 9:45. Still over a million. I got the sugar mill. Nothing. Let me see what I got. Over a million. That's good. 9:45. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna save this.
Man, you completely did the whole.
Did what? Yeah, so tomorrow I gotta fucking fertilize this.
Why did you bring all of the farmland up this high into the farm? Because this is where the old barn was at, right? Right here.
Yeah, I sold it. It's a sugar mill.
All right.
What's in here? Sure. Eight. Oh, we still got a ways to go. Damn, I got. All right, let me save this because I gotta do like fertilizing on this shit. All right, I'm out.
All right, homie. Have a good night.
Love you,
for
buddy.
hanging out with me for a second.
Always.
Bye, everybody.